Yeah, I kind of like the SEC having divisions though, and they're bringing in Texas.
Why? Because it's the only
Oklahoma.
chance that Florida has to make an SEC championship.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I really appreciate like not having to play at Alabama every year. But,
I don't know what I'm doing. This is not the intro. Wait, I mean, Carrie, you're a Patriots fan. You're kind of like you're kind of not a sadist. You're a masochist. So
wow.
You could watch the Patriots play football and then punish yourself even more by drinking Heineken.
Yeah, I was just complaining about to the play call with my dad. You know, like I don't know what's up with McDaniel, man. Like I don't know if he's getting too cute. I don't know what he's doing, but
he stopped drooling. He needs more nicotine.
Yeah,
he needs something.
Listen, it was a good week for Zach Stradamus.
It was.
Good week.
I'm taking the Bucks.
I'm taking the Bucks as well.
If Trevor was actually a Bucks fan, he would say Bucks by 50.
I'm not a fan.
Wait, maybe he is a Bucks fan, and that's why he didn't say that. Because every time he says by 50, any team by 50, they lose. It's practically become my motto this year. I don't believe in love.
I mean, if you're an Eagles fan, you probably should hate yourself because.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Beerly Football Podcast. It's about football, but Beerly. I am your host. Join me, as always, are two very good friends. One is a man who likes to have a banana plan, and his name is not Stan. It's at Beerly Carey. How we doing?
But he is a Stan.
Lovely. I'm the greatest mind, Eastern Idaho. I've got a big future ahead of me, and I'm a banana. Oh, yes. I'm here for some good banana times tonight.
My other co-host, he comes all the way from Temple Terrace, Florida, and he likes to wear Jordas. It's Billy Joe Scott.
Oh, I thought that was Kanye.
Jordan is not the best basketball player of all time. It's LeBron.
Shut up.
Here. Feeling very emotional tonight. If you guys can't see on my face,
And then finally, we have a new guest host tonight, coming all the way from Austin, Texas, standing at 5'11", 215 pounds. It's the one, the only Zane Smith.
Wait, did he just get booed? You booed me?
Rose and tomato.
You booed me? You got a man over here. You got a man in that corner saying like LeBron James is better than the GOAT. And I'm pretty sure it's Kanye because of how crazy that sounded. So,
hey, I just noticed the beverage you're drinking tonight, and this is a beer podcast, and it's bad.
Hey, you can't stop. Just like Jordan, you can't stop it. It's a three-peat. You know what I'm saying? It just keeps on giving.
Well, Zane gave it away already. He's drinking a White Claw because he's a little baby back bitch. What are you guys drinking tonight?
Wow. I'll start because I'm drinking a real beverage. I'm like, Zane, I got a rolling blackout because I guess I'm going to get blacked out tonight by drinking
Let's go.
Okay,
I like it.
It's a solid IPA. It's not bad tasting for IPA, so maybe that's why you get blacked out from it.
That could be it.
We'll see if I black out by the end.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What
are you drinking, Trevor?
Dude, that brings back the good old days.
I also don't have a beer because I thought this was a party episode. So I got tequila mixed with an orange juice, but not just, okay, it's somewhere around here, but it's a freshly squeezed orange mixed in with the tequila. So,
Alrighty.
Good vibe.
Can you even drink through that, Trevor? Do you have like a straw, or are you just going to dump it on your mouth?
Oh, I got it.
There's nothing in that cup. Absolutely nothing in that cup.
That was the fakest sip I've ever seen.
Alrighty. And I am drinking a couple things tonight, but the beer that I will be drinking, it's a brand new beer. You guys know I like to bring you all that hot fire, okay? I'm having Vacanza from Wild Leap Craft Brewing. It's a peach pie imperial goes.
I like the name.
8% ABV. Let's see if we can finish the whole 6-pack tonight.
I'm 7.3. All right, it's our
You're gonna
finale.
finish the 6-pack tonight?
Should we start out with a shot?
Oh my god, that's so good.
I did.
Don't start out with a shot.
Starting out with a shot.
We should honestly take a shot when we're getting weak, like halfway through. You know,
I never get weak.
when we start getting a little
Start
tired,
strong
sitting down for a
and
long time.
stronger. Let's go.
Are we actually
baby.
taking shots right now?
Have you never been on this podcast before? Come on,
Come
Zane.
on, it's a finale episode.
We're
Let's go.
3 years in. If
Big
any of
bang,
you,
boom. Ah,
let's give a shout out to our listeners. 3 years in, if you stuck with us this long, I'm amazed.
also, shout out to all the. I'm
That's some
amazed.
crazy stuff.
I'm amazed.
Still haven't
Chance
hit our
Yoder
yet.
says LeBron is better. Sorry, Chance,
Thank
you're
you.
actually wrong. No, actually, if
Thank
they played
you.
one-on-one, LeBron would crush MJ.
He knows ball.
I
Cook,
hate
Are you
that guy.
serious?
hook up,
You're
Yeah.
joking, right?
No,
One-on-one,
yeah.
LeBron beats
hook
MJ?
up, brother.
One-on-one,
2018
LeBron in their primes. LeBron smokes MJ. One-on-one.
You're
What are you
out
talking
of
about?
your
LeBron?
mind.
Kids?
2018 LeBron.
Dude,
Shut up.
MJ,
Come on.
are we about to have this is a Beerly football podcast. We're
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
have-
saying.
I knew
How
Trevor
many,
was an
how
idiot.
many, how many defensive MVPs? How many defensive player of the years does
That
That doesn't matter when
chance
it's
to
one
guard
on one.
milkmen
one-on-one, that
and
shit don't matter.
refrigerator
What?
That
repairmen.
shit goes out the window.
What? Gary, come on, back a man up.
Oh, 100%. It's MJ all the way.
Thank you.
He's-
No
Kids-
way.
These kids don't know ball. They're like 12.
Like
God.
one-on-one game.
Oh,
A
get
one-on-one
out of
game.
here.
One-on-one
Yeah.
game, it's not close.
It's close. No, it's close, but it's
Mhm.
MJ.
It's MJ.
No, come
Super
on.
Jack.
Thank you, Super Jacks.
LeBron is better in the post. He's better shooter.
MJ
He's
needs
bigger.
to score.
He's stronger. He's faster.
No.
Yes, you can't
No.
even say no to that because it's just
Completely
not
false.
true.
No. Let's
Listen,
go. Let's all.
Listen,
let's
here's
all.
the thing. Here's the thing. I used to be like you guys. I used to be naive and be like, "Oh, MJ, praise
But with
Lord."
new acquired information, kill him, Zach.
Yes. Oh, MJ, my sweet Lord, member at the River Club, let me praise you and your basketball greatness. Yes, I used to be like you guys, and then I grew up and actually watched basketball one time.
One time,
Yeah,
Bro, learn ball.
You guys are out of your
he
mind.
is absolutely a better shooter. He's
Oh, what do you guys
absolutely
think
a better
about this?
shooter.
What do you guys think
100%.
about this?
I'm not
Jordan-
putting that on there, Zane. So you could just stop that right now.
Are you serious?
I'm not putting that on there.
Dude, he's
can
missing
just
wide
stop
open
that right
dunks. Let's
Propaganda.
I
Propaganda.
dare you to find as bad moments that Michael Jordan had compared to
What?
LeBron James.
You want to see bad MJ moments? You want to
Let's
see him
it.
get
Are
crossed
you going
up
to show
by...
the cross up AI? Are you going to show the Allen?
No,
we
I'm going
got
to
some
show
more
cross
TV
up
from
by
this era.
a guy you've never heard of. Because a simple crossover back then was
Get
like
outta
the
here.
craziest thing. Like, people can dribble back and forth. Like, that's
Also, they didn't have
wild.
iPhones back then.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Say
Yes,
that to
that's
his
what I'm going to
defensive-
show you.
Say that to his defensive player of the year trophies. Get out of here. Go home.
Congratulations. He was
Wow.
an athlete playing against Milkman. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Milkman, get out of town.
All right,
who are you
Man,
voting
played in the
for?
'90s, the most physical decade of basketball.
oh god,
Yeah, Zane, they
Thank
just
you, Super
played
Jack.
the game the right way. It was a lot more hustle. That you liked it better when they didn't wear the baggy shorts? Is that what you're telling me?
oh he loved the baggy shorts. He's a big
What?
shorts guy.
No, I'm just saying, like, they took guard checking away, right?
Who's the best shooter of all time, Zane?
Best shooter of all time? Probably Steph Curry. Probably. Steph
Okay. If you'd have said Larry Bird, I would have jumped through this and
No,
smacked
no,
him
no,
in the
no,
face.
no. He's
I would
an
say
ice cold.
Gilbert. I would say
Larry
Gilbert
Bird
Arenas.
was an ice cold killer, but it's
Gilbert
it's gotta
Arenas
be-
was a pretty good shooter.
huh?
Okay.
Gilbert Arenas.
He was good. He
Yo,
wasn't as good
I
as Steph
still
Curry.
remember the intro. I still remember the intro to Beerly Hoops. If you guys just want to have a Beerly Hoops episode, I could count us down right now, dude.
Murderer
Right.
Favorites is good.
It's
I
time
love
for
that. No,
Who's
Babe
playing?
Ruth was not. Babe Ruth was not as good as Barry Bonds. That's just
first segment, guys. So I posted on Twitter, people had any questions they want us to debate tonight. So we're going to run through them.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's start out with a real good one. This one's for Trevor. It is from Jake.
Wait, every one of these I'm going to do a shot. So
There's like
Every
two.
one of them.
All right, this is from Jake of Beerly Bets. Can Trevor fit 6.7 inches in any office? If this is answered, please let me know. Trevor,
you mispronounced the word orifice, but it's okay.
Orifice. Trevor, do you have an answer
Can
for Jake?
someone explain to me quickly what orifices I have in my possession?
You have a mouth, a nose, 2 ears, a urethra, and a butthole.
What was the question, Carrie? Can I?
Can you? 6.7.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Next question.
All
I
right.
thought
This
this
is,
was supposed to be debate, but Carrie's
We are.
pulling whatever random.
all right.
stuff.
Here's a good one. This is from Gavin Clark.
Okay.
Would you rather take 17 shots of liquor and drive, or drive sober?
This reminds me of that same Taco Bell run back in the day. You know what I'm talking
Ooh,
about?
I do.
Yo.
The Zane
Driving,
Taco Bell run?
driving 5 miles an hour in a 45. Zane Smith.
No, I was not.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were.
No, I was not. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'll go with sober because I'll be responsible.
Yeah, I would also go sober.
Are we talking about driving a car?
Although there's been times in my life where I wanted to take 17 shots of liquor and then drive extremely
After we've done
fast into a
done that.
tree.
That's where I'm at.
Nice. All right, Trevor, you got an answer?
Oh, wait, I didn't take another shot. I might
Zach,
not be able to
I
do a
wish
shot
they
for every
gave,
one of
like-
these.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Let's do it every couple, Zach.
Okay.
All right.
No. Wait. Let's make Zach do a shot for every question, and then he'll have however many you just said, and we'll ask him if he'd rather drive or not drive.
At least he doesn't have to drive anywhere.
That's true.
We'll make a. You got to go to Popeyes. I don't know. Go to
Love
Raising
you,
Cane's.
Dave.
That sausage
I
is
wouldn't
good.
make it to 17 shots either. I'm on a very early 3. So we're going to see how the rest of the show goes.
Also-
I can't believe you've already taken 3, dude. Like,
If you-
you're going to be.
I'm an animal.
Here in like
I'm an
5
animal.
I've done 4, I think.
You know what the G stands for?
You've done 4
Go.
already?
I've done 4, I
The
think.
G stands for gray. Or
And-
grays, more specifically.
If any of you guys in the comments want to ask us any questions also, go ahead. All
Yeah,
right.
Please
We
feel
got
free.
Silent Killer 16. What's the best major brand of beer?
The best major brand. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this.
Say it.
Because I'm thinking like American light beers. That's what I'm thinking of. when
Yeah,
I think
yeah, yeah.
Major brand.
Yeah, you have
So
to.
I'm not gonna go the obvious answer, which is Modelo, because I can't. I don't feel like that's fair. So I'm thinking like Coors, Bud Light,
You can
that
say
kind of thing.
Modelo. You
Huh?
can say Modelo. Yeah, you
I
can
would
So
say
does it-
Modelo, but I
do
want
we
to
have to
like
say light
American
beer?
light beers, not like a Mexican lager or anything like that.
Does it have to be
American
light?
beers. So I'm thinking
It doesn't have to be light.
It just says major.
The best
major, then
one?
I'd go Modelo. But I'm American. I'd probably, and I'm gonna get some hate for this. I think Miller Lite is the best American light beer.
Interesting. I'll go with Modelo, which Modelo's a great beer. I've never had a problem with Modelo.
You hate the gold foil on the
It's the only
outside. You were
gold
bitching
foil.
about that like 3 weeks ago.
The actual
So
beer is
dumb,
great.
dude.
The actual beer is outstanding.
My least favorite is Bud Light. So it goes like this. It goes Miller Lite, then Coors, then Ultra, then Bud Light, and then Budweiser at the bottom.
All right, we got actual
Zach will
football.
appreciate that.
It's Yingling.
I like.
Oh,
it.
you took that? Thank God.
Yes. Shut up, Zach. That's a whiskey. I bought it for you. It wasn't your
It's not.
It's
It's like carpet cleaner. It's horrible.
Zane loves it.
Red Stripe is a Jamaican beer.
Red Stripe is well. It said just popular, but it didn't say what country.
Well, then I'd say Guinness.
There. All right.
Yingling has the
Guinness.
best aftertaste.
All right. We got a football question, boys.
All right.
Who is truly the best challenger to Mahomes right now in the AFC?
Dude,
Lamar,
literally
Allen,
anybody.
Allen, Burrow, Stroud, or somebody else?
No, I mean I hate the deep throating everyone's doing to Mahomes right now, I think it was put in our group chat, which I'm not going to share because there's private details going on in there.
Fair.
But it was put in our group chat, posted by the Chiefs. This season, their defense held opponents under 25 points in 20 of 21 games. That's the most such games for any team in NFL history. It's not like Mahomes was carrying this team. This team was carrying Mahomes.
Cook.
He didn't play bad, but not allowing 25 points a game, 20 out of 21 times, that's getting carried.
Zach, how many
He cooked in the
quarterbacks?
playoffs.
Whoa. I don't know about carried.
Great one, Zane.
He cooked in the playoffs.
I don't know about Kerry either, but he's here right now, and he's one of the hosts. He's been there since the beginning.
I have been. All right. Please ridicule whoever thinks Cousins clears Herbert because it's absurd.
What? I didn't hear the question.
Please ridicule whoever thinks Cousins is better than Herbert.
I'd say right now Cousins is better than Herbert.
I would agree. Would all of us agree? Everyone.
Yeah.
Do we all drink?
By the
Do we all
way,
agree?
I don't think
we all drink?
that's controversial at all.
Do we
In
all
my
drink because we all
opinion,
agree?
Kirk Cousins,
Cheers,
Kirk
Zane.
Cousins, in my
We all
opinion,
drink.
is the best true pocket passer in the NFL today.
That's arguable, but I don't hate it.
Woo!
All right. Now
You did a shot, I'll do one.
I just did.
All right, now we're getting some in-depth questions.
You're right. That is carpet cleaner.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Y'all gonna hate
Do we all have to drink if we agree again?
Y'all gonna hate this.
Yep.
It's
3,
100%.
2,
And this isn't even
1. Egg.
egg.
Chicken.
Absolutely
egg.
wrong.
Probably the egg.
Absolutely wrong. It's scientifically inaccurate
Go
and it's
chicken.
ridiculous. Get out.
It's 100% true. Zach's exactly right. Zach, explain.
Before chickens evolved, there were eggs.
100% agree.
Chickens slowly evolved over time from other animals that laid eggs.
Correct.
And therefore, the egg was first, and then came the chicken.
Interesting.
Get wrecked, kid. Learn
Okay.
science. Do homework.
Biology.
I don't even know
Biology
what this one means.
101.
Which of the Rice Krispie brothers would win in a fight?
I didn't know there were Rice Krispies.
I didn't either.
I thought that
They're
was
on the
your and
wrapper.
Trevor's nickname for
Snap,
when you
crackle,
guys.
pop. They aren't brothers, are they? That's never
Oh
a thing.
shit! That's them. Pull up the picture.
Who?
Wait,
on
wait,
the
Snap,
wait,
wrapper.
wait.
crackle, pop aren't
Hold on.
brothers.
Hold on. Rice
I love how that's
Krispie
great.
brothers.
That's Snap, crackle, pop. Oh, they
Yeah,
are
dude.
brothers.
You gotta have
Interesting.
Zane on here more often.
I didn't even know that.
Okay. I'm pulling up a picture right now.
No, there's nothing to prove they're brothers. Mm-mm. They're not brothers. Fake news.
Okay, but just for like, you know, just for the sake of the argument, we're gonna pull a picture up here real quick. I want you to tell me which
Of
one of
these
these dudes wins in a
brothers.
fight.
Oh,
Is that what the question was?
Yeah, I'm definitely
The
taking
one in the
Pop.
red.
I'm taking
The
middle
one in the
guy.
red.
That's
I'm taking
ridiculous,
one in red.
Kerry.
Yeah.
He's the shortest of the three.
Crackle.
I'm not taking the
Crackle
big
One in the
guy.
guy.
red.
Short
I
doesn't
agree with
matter.
Trevor. I agree
Oh
with
my
Trevor.
god, dude! The height and reach advantage is Pop all day.
Scrappy Crackle's got it. I'm
You're
sorry.
taking the band geek, Zach? The band geek?
Bro,
He's
that
taking
band
the
geek
band
has
geek.
got it. He's got cardio. He's got all that stuff.
Instead of the
middle
sailor, he's
dominating.
taking the band
That
guy.
is such a mid answer. Okay, can we
Thank
all
you,
agree that
Super
Snap
Jacks.
is losing first? Can we all agree Snap's out?
Yeah.
Is that the one in the middle?
Snap's
No, that's
out.
the ginger
yeah,
guy.
Snap's done.
Yeah, you don't take the
Snap's done.
ginger.
I
All
agree.
right. This from Mark.
Trevor kind of looked like Pop when he was growing up.
He might actually.
Yeah, he did a little bit.
All right. This is from Racy Rice Goat. Mark.
Are we sure they're brothers?
Yes.
They're not brothers.
Does any team in the next 3 years in the AFC have a realistic shot to win the division over the Chiefs?
AFC West.
Yeah.
In the next 3 years, yeah, I think
Maybe Chargers, maybe.
maybe the Chargers, maybe Oakland, honestly,
Yeah,
or
maybe
Las
Oakland.
Vegas.
Depends
But
on
I
the
don't think Denver
quarterback
stands a
with that.
chance. That team's a
Yeah,
mess.
against the Raiders.
Well, Denver's been a problem.
Who should the Steelers' next quarterback be?
Russell Wilson.
Mason Rudolph. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Russell
joking.
Wilson. To
Kidding.
the stars.
No, they're not going to win a Super Bowl with Russ.
Dog. Okay, who can they get that's
No.
going to win the Super Bowl?
Kirk Cousins and that defense gives them a shot.
Tom Brady out of
If
retirement.
Kirk Cousins goes to Pittsburgh, I won't be a fan of his anymore. I'm just being honest.
Wow.
I
Kirk
hate
Cousins is
Pittsburgh.
good there.
Except the Pittsburgh Grays, which I'm in full support of.
Also, bro, that's a very old guy that just had a serious injury. He likes to bounce around in the pocket. That Achilles
true.
snapped, brother.
I don't know. All right. Who's truly the second best quarterback in the NFL? Because you can make a case for Burrow, but also
Mahomes is the second best quarterback in the NFL.
Josh
Lamar
Allen, number one, Zach?
Mahomes is
Jackson.
number 2.
Who's number one?
Josh Allen, best quarterback in the
Dude,
NFL.
Zach, oh my God, you've got to stop.
Cook him.
Josh Allen's the
Cook
best
him.
quarterback in the NFL.
Josh Allen would have won a ring in Kansas City.
Yeah, he would have.
No,
Okay, let's
that's
stick to
not the
reality,
question.
Please.
That's
Who's
not
the
the
best?
question.
Why is Mahomes better?
3 Super Bowls, maybe.
Oh yeah, are you kidding?
Okay,
So
we
3
just talked about his
Super Bowls,
defense.
3 Super Bowls, the
Oh my
ability the ability to take his team down the field and win a ball game.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
how many
Josh
times
Allen's
has
never done
Josh
that
Allen?
before.
How many times has Josh Allen had that opportunity and failed?
How many times
Yeah,
has he done
the
it?
number of times that Mahomes
He
has done
did it in the
It's
last
been
3
against Tom
matchups. He scored
Brady.
go-ahead touchdowns with
It's
less
been
than
against-
4 minutes left, and they lost. It's not Josh Allen's fault. I hate that argument. You're stupid and you don't watch football.
Wow. That was mean for your
I
brother.
definitely watch football, and
Does
you're
he?
wrong.
The
Mahomes
last
is better.
3 times they played
No.
the Chiefs, Josh Allen went down and scored to give them a go-ahead
No.
lead in the fourth quarter with under 5 minutes left to go.
Wait,
and they
wait,
lost the
wait,
game.
wait,
And then
wait,
what
wait, wait.
happened?
You clown Brock Purdy for doing that 3 times in the Super Bowl. Purdy
Yes.
got them ahead 3 times.
I didn't clown Brock Purdy.
I said that last week, and he said he didn't give him a chance to win. But Josh
No,
Allen
he
did that,
didn't
and
play
did.
well enough to win.
He gave them 3 go-ahead drives in the fourth quarter and overtime.
Did
Yes,
he give them 3
the
go-ahead
team
drives,
played
or
well
did
enough
Christian
to do that.
McCaffrey
Are
give
you
them 3
joking
go-ahead drives?
right now, dude?
Who's
Might
the best
be.
player on that offense? Who's the best player on San Francisco's offense?
On San Francisco's offense, Christian McCaffrey,
Okay, who's the best player on Buffalo's offense?
Josh Allen.
There you go.
I understand what
Who
you're saying.
carried the load in that game?
Not
Christian
McCaffrey.
Who carries the load in every game Buffalo
McCaffrey
plays?
didn't
Josh
carry that in
Allen.
the fourth quarter.
So we
McCaffrey
got
didn't do
Josh
anything.
Allen and
Brock
Brock
McCaffrey had like
Purdy.
170 yards of offense. What are we
All the
talking
first
about right
half.
now?
All the
Why we
first
got
half.
Josh Allen and Brock Purdy conversations right now? What are
Dude,
we-
that is
This
That's
wild.
exactly. I
can-
agree with Trevor. The conversation has to be Mahomes is the best. He's
No,
the greatest
I
in the game
disagree.
right now.
And second
Oh my
is
God,
who?
I disagree.
Second might be Josh Allen.
Number 1 is Josh Allen. Number 2 is Mahomes. Congratulations, you have a better team and a better coach.
Well, number 2 might be Lamar Jackson if he could get his head out of his butt in long enough to win a playoff game.
Okay.
Win a playoff game, please.
He's won
Lamar's
2
number 2.
actually.
I know he has. I'm just saying the dude chokes whenever the lights are brightest.
It just seems like you're
Who's
more
the
critical
defense?
of Lamar than other quarterbacks that have a similar history. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
I'm so confused right now.
All right. I have one more question. Where to go? And then also, we're opening this up. If you want to come debate us for a couple minutes, we will let anyone in this episode.
Yeah, we'll let it. No, not anyone.
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 Not
I got to put a
anybody.
disclaimer
Not
there.
anybody.
I got to
Not
put a
Anyone. You want to
disclaimer
debate
there.
us? Come do it.
Neo
and
Nazi
Pat Justin
59 on
Herbert,
Twitter.
tell
You're
him to come
not
in.
welcome.
the last one we got from Jackson Clark, one of our favorites.
Okay.
Has corporate given you 2 numbskulls a raise? Jags missed playoffs.
Corporate doesn't have a raise for anybody. Corporate doesn't have a paycheck right now. What are we talking about right now?
Bro's sad about the Jaguars, sadly.
I'm not happy about the Jags.
What happened to the Jaguars, Zach?
I can tell you what
I thought
happened.
they were going to make the playoffs, and then they
Press
didn't.
Taylor happened.
Zane, who's the best team in Florida?
Trevor, have you drank,
Buccaneers.
Yes,
Trevor,
sir.
have you drank this entire episode?
Yes, I have.
You've never taken your mask off once.
I can sip. It seeps through. Watch.
There's nothing in that cup. Oh shit, there is.
That was the most impressive magic trick I've ever seen.
If you fake that, that's the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
That was so dope. I'm not even.
Did it sound real?
I'm not lying. If you somehow fake that, you should start doing like magic shows for children. I don't know.
Did it sound real?
Yes.
I think it was real, honestly.
Oh, it was real.
Oh, it was real. Okay.
Yeah, it was real.
I was like, because you actually, it looks like you're taking an empty cup and doing this. It looks like you're doing this.
Yeah, it does. It 100% does.
Wait, so why should I be a children's actor?
Not
actor,
a magician.
a magician.
If you fake that.
Zach, can you get anybody
Why
joining?
should I be a children's actor?
No one's joined yet.
Oh,
The
disappointing.
Ravens defense won their games, honestly.
Well,
yeah.
if
Trevor,
you
how
wanna
do you
say
feel
the
about
Ravens-
that?
First
I
of
don't know
all,
about
that's
that.
very debatable because pretty sure the Ravens had a top 2 efficient offense all year. So the defense was great, but like the offense did their job too. And
I mean-
what we read off about the Chiefs earlier, if you want to say that about any team, you probably have to say that about KC just as much as you say Baltimore.
But I don't run a football podcast. Obviously, I do a golf podcast. But can we all agree that Ravens lost because they didn't run the ball? Like they
Oh.
chose to change
yeah.
their game plan?
100%.
For
Like
sure.
that's just why
Lo-
you got there running the ball. Run the ball 50%.
Lamar
of
doesn't
the
need
time.
to drop back 40 times in a game.
No.
Yeah. I mean, that was
I mean,
so
at
mad.
most, it should be like 30.
So I disagree with Super Jacks. I don't think the Ravens defense won them their games. I think their offense was just as good, if
It
not
was.
better. I think the problem is they changed their game plan whenever they got to the playoffs.
Well, I think it was one of those things like when they called that pass in the Super Bowl and Russell Wilson threw a pick to Malcolm Butler. It's like they wanted the quarterback to be the hero.
You got to
and
do
it's
something
like-
big to beat Kansas City.
And it's like, okay, we're going to change our entire game plan. Everything we do, everything we've done up to this point, we're going to change everything just to make the quarterback the hero.
Yeah. Well, it's
And-
kind of like what we were talking about, Zach, with golfers, changing their swing whenever they've got something going, and then they just change their swing out of nowhere.
Yeah. Shout out to
Same.
George.
Does anyone want to do a way too early Super Bowl prediction right now?
I
for
feel like
next year? I feel like that's
Yeah.
something we got to do after the draft.
we can do it
Anyways,
now.
I'm taking Baltimore.
We could
Baltimore-
do a way too early prediction. Okay, who's your Super Bowl
Baltimore, San
prediction for next
Francisco.
year?
Wow, it got really quiet. Nobody answering.
I got. Wait, no, I need to think of
The
one.
Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers, baby. CJ
That's
Stroud,
so
Brock Purdy.
ridiculous. That's so ridiculous.
Ravens Niners.
No,
We'll figure it
it's gonna be. Give me Buffalo and Detroit.
Ew.
That's interesting.
I'm going to go Ravens 49ers.
Nice.
You guys are
Hook up,
boring.
baby.
You guys are boring.
How is that boring? To say
So
that the
boring. So boring.
49ers are going to be back there. That's just how it's going to be.
And they're never gonna win.
Never? You want to guarantee that with your life?
I wouldn't say never. I don't think. Here's what I'll say. I don't think Brock Purdy is gonna have Super Bowl champion at the end of his career.
I mean, Trent Dilfer and
Are
Brad
you
Johnson
kidding?
did.
You're joking, right? He's joking. He's joking?
I'm not joking.
You don't think so?
No.
I disagree with that one.
I'd be willing to bet he does.
How much?
You don't think he ever gets his pants over his knees?
This is gonna be like a 15-year bet, Zaydza.
We got to
Yeah.
have this on camera. We got to put this down
It's
somewhere.
on camera.
I will bet you $50.
It is on camera.
I'll bet you-
$50?
$50.
$50 that he
Deal.
does have Super Bowl
Easy money.
title at the end of his career.
Easy money.
Easy money?
Easy
How?
money.
How?
Easy money. Thank
They've
you.
got what? They've got
Thank
at
you
least
for your donation of $50 in 15 years.
They've got like
appreciate
what, 2 to 3 years left for this team before they get screwed at the salary cap?
it. They're already about to get screwed at the salary cap.
It just went up to like 200 million or something.
I just can't believe you're
300
saying this right
million.
now. I think Brock Purdy has an excellent opportunity. Even if he weren't to stay with the 49ers, I think there's an excellent opportunity
No,
for him.
if he leaves the 49ers, his career is toast. Absolutely toast.
You're
he takes more than-
joking.
If he takes more than 15 mil a year, his career is toast. He
I
needs
think
he needs
Zach
the entire Avengers
I
squad
think-
around him.
I think Zachary Smith just hates our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Am I right? Thank you.
Oh,
Wow. I mean, like, who else in the NFC is going to – no one in the NFC is that scary.
Detroit, I like.
Dallas.
This was
Detroit.
their-
So I will agree.
That's
Detroit-
Dallas has another guy that's never going to have Super Bowl champion next to his name, and that is Dak Prescott.
He's getting
Who's gonna-
60 mil a year, though.
So I'll say this. I do think Detroit has, if I wasn't going to say 49ers, Detroit, especially with that renewed vigor of that team.
What?
It's great vigor.
Okay, Colin
Renewed
Cowherd.
vigor. What?
That's a no, not Colin Cowherd. That's a Skip Bayless type thing. I see the renewed vigor in Detroit with this young man, Dan Campbell. And Jared Goff, he's out there throwing the ball all over the place. And they
Wait,
have
wasn't
Amon-Ra
Skip Bayless
St.
saying-
Brown.
Wasn't Skip
Jameson
Bayless the one
Williams.
saying that Dan Campbell wasn't going to be?
No, that was another host on ESPN.
I just think the morale of the whole team has turned completely around. I mean, I really do believe that's one of those teams that is going to be led.
Zane, I have a question for you. Do you think Dan Campbell has that Goggins mentality?
That Goggins mentality.
Like, Goggins mentality?
Yeah.
What's the Goggins mentality?
I don't even know what that
Who's
means.
going to carry the boat?
Goggins ran for 30 hours straight, dude. No way. No way.
I don't know.
Who's going to carry the boats?
Zane, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Because I want to make sure there's one sane brain,
I am a Zane brain.
Yeah.
That means he's crazy.
What do you think about Jordan Love?
I think, Joe, I talked to Zach about this. The last game I saw him play, he threw some phenomenal passes. I told Zach, I was like, I'm not going to lie to you. He is going to be a Hall of Famer. I really believe that.
Oh,
Dude, yeah, I made that bet too right now. $50 a game. Give me the easy money.
Are you
What
kidding?
talking
You don't think he's going to be a Hall of Famer?
Absolutely not.
Are you kidding me? Dude, some of the passes that he was making
Dude.
were just last minute, just dots. Just dots.
Dots
Love
to
the
the
dot.
ops.
Love that
Picks.
dot.
3 of them in his
Oh my
last game.
God. Get out of here with that. Bull crap. Zach,
Zach's
everybody.
here.
Thank you, Super
Everybody.
Jack.
And
Someone
this is
sing
why,
in this
this is
building.
why Zach's word against quarterbacks doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
I've been right
Because-
on every
because-
quarterback.
He does
Says
the
the guy
same
that's
Every
thing.
quarterback.
He does
House
the
top
same
10.
thing.
I've
he
been
does
right
the
on
same-
every quarterback.
He does the same thing with Tom freaking
Oh, he's a
Brady,
loser.
the greatest quarterback of all time. He'll
Yeah.
trash that man's name
Look, Zane Smith.
because he does this with every QB. Every single one of them. And
I
for
was
some
right.
reason,
Smith
I've been
he
right
doesn't
about
do
every
with
quarterback.
Josh Allen,
Every young
who's
quarterback
Mr.
in their
Turnover.
career, I
Are
have
you
been
Taylor
correct
kidding
about.
me? How do you
I've
do
been
it with
correct
all
about
those
every
guys
young quarterback.
and then not
Ridiculous.
Josh Allen? Josh
Every young
Allen.
quarterback I've been correct about.
Desmond
Huh?
Ritter.
Yeah. How about Sam Howell, Taylor Heineke, both top 10 quarterbacks, Zach? Trevor Lawrence. What?
Trevor Lawrence has been the victim of some awful play calling. Sam Howell has the worst one of the worst offensive lines in front of him, especially in the pass blocking scheme. You don't get sacked 70 times in 12 games unless
know what I
you
saw
have
today?
an awful offensive line.
Zach, do you know what I saw today? Something about the Jets trading for Howell, letting him sit behind Rodgers for a year or two, and then taking over. Thoughts
I love
on
that.
That'd be
So
interesting.
whenever
Jets win a
Baker
Super Bowl before
Mayfield
Dallas
went,
if that happens.
Zach, do you remember what you told me whenever Baker Mayfield went to Tampa?
What?
You told
That
me
he
that
sucked?
he was going to be trash, that they weren't going to make.
Okay,
the
no, that's
playoffs.
not true at all. That's not true
Might
at all. That's
Get
outright
out.
lie.
That's
That's
not
an
an
outright lie.
outright lie.
You can
said
go back and
that.
watch the tape on this podcast
right.
about what I said. I said,
Zane,
I think Baker's going to be better than everyone thinks he is.
Zane.
Because everyone had him as like the 32nd or 31st best quarterback in the league. And I was like, I don't think he's going to be that bad. He was
Okay.
my pick for comeback player of the year at the beginning of the
Well,
year.
whenever I was talking to you, you said it was going to be. Whenever I was talking to you, whenever the trade happened, again, I don't know what you said after that on the pod.
It wasn't
But
a
I
trade.
remember
First of
whenever-
all, he was picked up.
Not
in
the
free
trade.
agency.
Whenever they signed him, I remember having that conversation with you, and you said you were like, "Oh, that's a joke," like you were so.
I was
hypercritical.
no, Zane, you're confusing conversations here. I was talking about Kyle Trask being the starting quarterback in Tampa Bay. And he
Was
would
he?
be awful. And he would have been.
He would have been
Thank
trash.
God they signed Baker.
He would have been
All right.
trash.
All right, we're gonna do our top 10 in the probably next few weeks. We'll do our top 20 after our bye week next week, and then top 10 at some point. Zane,
Thank
let's
you.
give you the
That's
shot
his
right
stat
here.
right there. Thank you, Super Jacks.
on
That's
the
his
spot.
stat.
On the spot, Zane. Who are your
Yeah.
top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL right now?
Top 10. So I think you got to go Patrick Mahomes.
Cook.
I do like Josh Allen over Lamar. I know Lamar won the MVP. The problem is he can't win a freaking playoff game to save his life. I think Lamar might be third. I think Lamar might be number 3. After that, I think you got probably – see, this is where it gets a little harder. I don't know. Like Brock Purdy's either sitting there at 4 or 5.
Ooh.
He is. He just is.
I didn't
Get
Zane
out
on
of
the
here.
podcast to help me out of it. Jeez.
Zach, are you kidding me?
Okay.
He is
No,
either
no,
4
you're
or
fine.
5.
Keep going.
Oh, my gosh.
God, I almost barfed.
So, Zach, tell me real quick, what's the problem with that? What's the problem with Brock Purdy?
Let's hear it, Zach.
The problem is he's not the 4th or 5th best quarterback in the league.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. You can continue.
Name 4 quarterbacks that are better than Brock Purdy.
I can name 7, dude.
In the
Allen,
league right now.
Allen, Burrow, Lamar, Mahomes.
Burrow's not better than Brock Purdy.
Zane, come on now, dude.
Wow.
Come on, dude.
Trevor,
No.
make a quote of that, please.
Yeah, that's clipped. That's clipped. That's clipped.
That is crazy.
We gotta have
Zach.
you back on, dude. That is ridiculous, man.
That is-
That's so wild.
No, Burrow's not better than Brock Purdy.
Stafford's better than Purdy. Cousins
Okay,
is better than Purdy.
I actually will give you Stafford. I do love Stafford. I will put Stafford above Brock.
Rodgers.
How healthy Burrow is? Yeah,
Rodgers.
maybe. Rodgers, I don't know. I don't know if Rodgers, honestly, I know he's going to come back and play a little bit, but I don't know if I mean, we're talking current, right? We're talking
Yeah.
current ability.
Right now.
We're talking like if you put them on the field today.
heading into next year. Stroud?
At the end of next year?
No, heading into next year.
Heading into next year. Yeah, I mean,
Stroud?
so
Stroud, Stafford.
Dak Prescott.
do you think Hurts? Do you guys wait? Let me get the temperature of the room. Is Hurts better than Purdy?
Hurts his ass. He's terrible.
I think
Yeah,
they're about
I
the
agree.
same. I think they're
Huh?
about the same. I think they're about
They're
the same.
about the same.
They're both system quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly. Carrie's right. They're both
I
system quarterbacks.
I just can't believe you guys right now.
I'll say Hurts is a better quarterback.
So,
but
wait.
Purdy here.
Wait, Purdy and Dak Prescott.
Probably Purdy.
Yes,
Wow.
Purdy. Yes, agreed. Okay. What about
Herbert.
Kirk
Justin
Cousins?
Herbert.
Kirk Cousins? Purdy?
Kirk Cousins is better than Brock Purdy.
Tua.
Right now, though?
No.
Right now, he's
absolutely.
better than
Well, right now he has a torn Achilles, so no, probably not. He probably couldn't sling it like he used to. But once he gets healthy, yeah, he's going to be better than Brock Purdy.
What about Tua?
What about Tua?
Tua's better than Purdy.
Tua's better than Purdy.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I just don't. I'm not watching the same games you guys are.
Apparently, you don't watch
Jack
any
doesn't
games.
watch football, so.
I do watch football.
No, I
all
said
the time.
Jack doesn't.
Super Jacks, I hate Cousins, and he is better if he was healthy. Yes, thank you.
I thought he was a
I mean,
Vikings fan.
So I will give again.
Okay,
I will give it. I am a Kirk
continue
Cousins.
this.
I
we'll
love.
continue this in a second, but we got our first guest of the night. We got Goldie coming on.
Whoever that is.
How we
What's up,
doing? Oh,
What's going on, fellas?
It's going great.
living the dream up here.
As much as I'd like to debate you guys on how MJ is a terrible basketball player compared to LeBron James,
Wow.
I want to know how there's so much Brock Purdy dick riding on here. Like,
That's a great question, man. This is the
what
same-
is going on?
Yeah, that's what I want to know too.
Also, I
Uh,
want in on this bet. He is not going to be a Super Bowl winner by the time his career is over.
Thank you.
Is
Thank
the
you.
NFC Like,
Where are you
who
from?
do
Where are you
who
from?
do you think
Where
will
are you
win the
from?
NFC?
Detroit Lions, baby.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah.
I'll even concede that I'd rather have Brock Purdy over Jared Goff.
Ooh,
That's I mean, it's
interesting.
closer than a lot of
Yeah.
people would want to
I will.
admit.
So I will say, Jared Goff is much better there than he was at LA for some reason. I think it probably has to do with the coaching. Honestly,
Well, Goff at his peak, like those 2 years, was pretty darn good in LA.
he
I
was.
didn't like him in LA. I like him a lot more.
Zach thought he was trash in LA. Zach
did.
thought he was trash.
He was just
I
a
did.
system quarterback.
I did too.
I
He was
thought
a
he was
little too
horrible in
young, too.
LA. In Detroit, they gave him a really good O-line. They didn't run as many gadget plays, and he was able to step back in the pocket and kind of dish.
That's
I think probably I'd probably put him as T2 in the NFC North right now in quarterbacks. I think he's probably borderline top 10.
Yo.
It kind of depends on week to week because he does have some weeks that are just kind of wild.
He's got ball security problems out galore, man.
Yeah.
that he does.
Wait, so
Who are you a fan
Like-
of, Colby? What team do you
Oh,
support?
who, me? All Detroit teams.
Detroit? Are you-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Through and
Carey's from
through.
Detroit.
How much
Obviously,
money would you give Goff next season?
Dolphins fan.
Yeah, I don't. I hope they don't overpay him. Honestly, I hope they. Hendon Hooker might look good. I want to see him out there, but we almost have to roll with Goff to see if we can make it back to the Super Bowl or to the Super Bowl, I guess.
You guys, I mean, Goldie, did you like the play calling by Dan Campbell there in the playoff game whenever he's decided not to go for field goals? Probably would have won the game.
True, hindsight's 2020. I did like the play calling. I even thought he should have went for it at the end of the first half there when he kicked that field goal. I would have
I
rather
agree
seen him
with
go
that.
for that rather than the one he did in the second half.
I
Yeah,
agree with that.
I think a lot of the people, and this is just my opinion, outsider looking in, I think a lot of Lions fans like the fact that Dan Campbell goes for it on fourth down. A lot of non-Lions fans think Dan Campbell's an idiot for
I
going
don't
for it
think
on
he's an
fourth down.
idiot.
Definitely.
I don't think he's an
Yeah.
idiot.
He was just
Because a lot of
Dan
Lions
Campbell.
fans, they saw the success all year for going for it and being aggressive and that kind of thing, and that Dan Campbell mentality of we're going to bite your kneecaps off. My favorite first interview ever from a head coach. A lot of
Yep.
Detroit fans really bought into that because they saw the success of that.
Mhm.
And it doesn't make sense. You could either change your entire game plan and do something completely different, like we saw Baltimore and the Ravens do, and deciding to only run the ball 6 times with their running backs in the playoffs, or you could continue to do what's gotten you to there, which is going for it on fourth down, being aggressive, and
You
doing
live
that.
by the gun.
Hindsight
You
is
got it.
2020, like you said, but I don't think the coaching was responsible for that loss.
No, like you saw
I
that
don't
same
either.
Dallas game. Like he was going to go for it fourth down no matter what happened. He was going to do the same
And
thing.
Carey
in playoffs.
never ate that
Just how they
chicken
are.
there, dude.
Yeah. It's Dan Campbell till the end.
And
Yeah.
Carey
Yeah,
never
I
ate
don't
that
know why
chicken.
there's so much Brock Purdy dick riding on this podcast.
It's too much. It's
100%
incessant.
with you. I don't understand it. Like
It's just so
he's
good.
fine. And here's
It's-
the thing: it'd be
he's a-
different if I was saying like, "Oh, Brock Purdy's like a 20th best quarterback in the league." Like he's fine. He's like he's top 10. He is not like a top 4 or 5
You
quarterback.
don't
top four
win
is
the
crazy.
Super
That's
Bowl with a
crazy.
20th best quarterback. You
Trent
just
don't-
don't.
yeah,
was
they
not
did
a
win
top
the
20
Super Bowl.
You
quarterback.
don't win.
You don't win
No,
the
you
Super Bowl,
don't.
and they did it.
You don't win. Oh my
Could
god.
you imagine Kirk Cousins on that team?
That would be
Kirk
wild.
Cousins,
Yeah,
they would've
that
won
Might be
by
the best
30.
team of all time.
They would've won
That would have been
30.
the best team of all time. I agree with that. I love Kirk Cousins.
Like
Hands
He's
down.
Brock Purdy's a good game manager, and he's young, so he has potential to get better. But he's a game manager. He's
Yeah,
Seems like
why
his
I don't-
arm
yeah,
goes
I
out at the end of the
agree.
year.
That's
too.
why I don't understand why everyone's already crowning him like The next coming of Jesus Christ.
Wait. This is exactly your argument all those years against Tom Brady, though. Not to say that Brock Purdy's going to be Tom Brady, because I'm not saying that. Don't take my words out of context. But this was always your argument against Tom Brady.
No, the difference between Brock
he's a game manager. He's the system quarterback.
The main difference between Brock Purdy and Tom Brady
is the rings.
Brock Purdy is a good game manager. Tom Brady was the best game manager of all time.
That's true. That's true.
Back in his prime, I will say this. Back in his prime, because I watched the tape, back in his prime, he was more than a game manager.
Did you guys see
Mahomes at the end of his career when he won his last 2 or 3 Super Bowls? He was game managing most of the time.
Yeah. What did Trevor say?
Who knows?
I said something, but I don't know if I agree with it, so I'm not saying it again.
That's a good call.
Goldie, you got anything last you want to ask us, or you want to plug for yourself? Anything?
Hey, Lions winning the Super Bowl next year. Riley Green's winning the MVP in the MLB this year, and I gotta go back to work. But you guys have a nice night.
Yeah, you have a nice night.
Have a good one,
Goldie.
Thanks for coming on.
Yep. See you, man.
Cheers.
All righty. Thanks for Goldie coming on. If you
I
want to come
like him.
on,
He should take this spot. He should be the 4th guy.
He might be. All right. Anybody else who wants to come on? Come on. I'll keep
I
singing.
agree. I'm sick of these Brock Purdy dick riders.
Wow.
Dude, how do you – all I've got to say, again, all I'm going to say – this is the last thing I'm going to say about – that's not true. This is one of the last things I'm going to say about Brock Purdy, okay? I would love him. You want to give him to Tampa Bay? I would
You'd rather have him over
that.
Baker? I feel like Baker could do the exact same thing that he could.
Thank you, Gary.
Are you
Thank you.
serious?
Thank you. Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like
absolutely,
Purdy.
dude.
I like
Thank
Purdy,
you.
and like Purdy's in
Thank
year 2,
you.
so he could be better. But like right now, I think.
Do you think Baker Mayfield? And again, I'm not a Baker hater. I love the fact Baker Mayfield played for the Bucs. He's one of the reasons we got as far as we did. What I'm saying is do you really think that Baker? What is it? Do you think Tampa Bay is going to keep Mike? No way. I think Mike Evans gone.
Come to Jacksonville, please.
I
He's
think
the number one. So
and
bad.
I'm not saying that because I don't want Mike Evans to stay. I do. But dude, did you guys notice how long in the tooth he looked? Did you guys notice how old he looked?
Yeah,
long in the tooth. What are you,
talking
Southern boy?
about?
Long in
What
the tooth.
Are we in like 1957?
He's old.
What are we
55,
talking
he
about?
don't got a corset.
He looks old.
Yeet.
One last thing, I'm a little
Thank you,
biased,
Gold.
and I hate all San Fran teams and players.
Anybody want to do another shot?
I agree with.
I'll
I
do
mean,
another
I
shot.
hate San Fran too. I hate San Fran too, Goldie.
Any of you guys want to hop Chance or Arson Jackson? Any of you guys want to hop on live? We are taking anybody live right now.
Yep.
Making them
Meet us.
Live from New York. It's Saturday night. It's not Saturday night. What night?
Yeah, any of you other,
Tuesday night.
any of other listeners that want begging to come on the podcast, if you want to come on, this is your night to come on.
Yeah, this is your chance. This
We're
is your
not going
chance.
on till next year.
I'm gonna at somebody on Twitter because this is his chance.
You better ask him.
Seth Broughton, who wants to come on all the time.
So-
Caleb Cruz, any of these other people want to come on the show all the time. This is your night.
So let's get something straight here real quick. So you guys really believe that Brock Purdy – I mean, I'll take it. Don't get me wrong. If this is true, I'll take it. But you guys think that Brock Purdy and Baker Mayfield are on the same level, like right now?
I think yes, but Purdy's also really young. So, I mean, he could get better. It's his second year. He could get a lot better. But right now, I think they're pretty similar.
I don't know if I can buy that. Trevor, what about you? You're a Tampa Bay fan. At least I thought
He's
you
not
were.
a fan, dude.
He's not a fan.
I'm an analyst.
Wait. Before he goes into this, do you want to hear something hilarious?
Jacksonville. That's where he's going.
Trevor's
Jacksonville.
Trevor's so in love with me that he's dating a girl named Carrie. With
That's
the exact same spelling.
awesome.
Wait, Trevor's dating a girl?
Named Carrie.
Okay, guys.
That's horrible.
That's enough.
Does she also have a goatee?
Does she
She
also
might.
look like an accountant?
Yes.
I gotta see pictures now.
So, where do you guys? I mean, Super Jack's asked a question, so I can't take
Jacksonville.
it as-
Jacksonville.
You really think he's going to Jacksonville?
Listen, I gotta believe in something.
I hate the NFL.
Even if
I
it
feel
means
like-
sacrificing everything.
I feel like he's going to be a Chief, sadly.
If he goes to the
Jeez.
Chiefs, I'm going to hate
That would
Mike Evans.
suck.
Why would he go to the Chiefs?
Ring
What?
chasing.
Ring chasing?
Go
Yeah.
play with Mahomes, bro. What? Go run downfield. It'll be just like in college when Johnny Manziel was just chucking it down there. That's what Mahomes does.
Fucking Mike Evans out there somewhere.
Yeah.
That was actually the play call. That had to be the play call.
It was the play call.
It was just run around for 6 or 7 seconds, make a couple of defensive linemen miss, then just chuck it.
Do you think, Zach, do you think Mike Evans is going to win another Super Bowl? Let's bet right now.
Depends on where he goes.
Let's bet right now.
I don't know what team he plays for.
Yeah. Well, I don't know either.
I'll take that back.
Again, I don't think he's staying in Tampa.
I would.
I'd
I'd take the bet that he won't win another Super Bowl.
Do you take the bet that he's going to leave Tampa Bay?
He
I'm
said
less
he's waiting
on that.
to see what they do with Baker.
Wait, what do you mean? We'll see what they do with Baker. If Baker stays, he stays?
Just like what Baker's contract looks like. Like if Baker gets like a long-term contract, maybe Mike will stay for 1 or 2 more years. See if
Okay.
Baker play good again. Keep that up because I mean, Mike had a good year,
Again, I really do like Baker Mayfield.
and Mike Evans likes Baker, so that's probably
Yeah.
why.
I really do like Baker.
You think Chris Godwin could be wide receiver 1?
No, he's the top
Yes.
tier wide receiver too.
You don't think he can be
cannot
wide
be a
receiver
primary
one?
target.
He can't stay healthy, dude. I don't
Exactly.
know.
That's facts. So Trevor's spitting facts. But does he have the ability? Absolutely. Absolutely he has ability. Yes, he does. Yes, he
He does
does.
not have the
That's-
ability to be a wide receiver 1.
That's just a lie, Zach.
He is really good with a great wide receiver 1 on his team that teams have to double cover.
Yeah, obviously. Every Brandon Ayuk with Debo Samuel. Come on.
Brandon
Debo-
Ayuk was a primary target, not Debo Samuel this year.
Why did they throw to Debo Samuel like 40 times in that
That's a
game?
great question because I almost missed a bet on Brandon Ayuk and I would have been pissed off. Thank you, God, for overtime.
I'm
Yes.
just saying Brandon Ayuk was that second guy. Right? He was that
No,
second
George
guy.
Kittle? What happened to George Kittle?
Huh?
What happened to George Kittle in that Super Bowl? Where'd he
He
go?
got hurt.
I get. He didn't do anything
Did
before.
you see
the
the clip of him that he was like, "Hey George," and then the guy fumbled.
Yeah.
The play was
No.
still going on, and he was
Yeah, I
talking
saw
to him.
that.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Hey,
so
George?
he was blocking George Karlaftis. He goes, "Hey George," after he blocked him, and then Christian McCaffrey fumbled behind him, and George Karlaftis jumped on a fumble, and people are saying, "Oh, why didn't he finish the play?" It's like, well, he was face blocking him. So
Yeah.
I know a lot of
get
people haven't played offensive line before, but like,
Zach, we got anybody else that wants to come on? I saw a couple of people that said they were going to head on.
I don't have anyone in the
Nothing yet?
studio
Alright.
yet. You just got to click the link.
They said they're coming soon, so
Click the
we'll see.
link, y'all. Click the
I
link.
say, go ahead and finish your top 10. Your top 10
Yeah,
worst.
you need to finish your
all-time
top 10,
list.
Zane.
So what did we do? We did Mahomes, we did Josh Allen, we did Lamar, right? I will change it up because you're right. I don't think Brock Purdy. Yeah, after hearing some of the names, I don't think Brock Purdy beats out some of these other guys.
Thank you.
So you're right. But I'll go. I do love Kirk Cousins. I'm gonna have to throw him in at probably number 4. I'm gonna have to.
What about
Okay.
Stafford?
Huh?
Stafford?
Stafford's going to be 5. I love Stafford. I love Stafford to high heaven. Close
Wow.
following behind has to be those 2 rookies. I mean, no, they're not rookies, but CJ Stroud. Well, where CJ Stroud is, but CJ Stroud and Jordan Love, I can flip flop
What?
them.
Zane,
Okay.
What?
Okay.
where's Joe Burrow?
He hates
I
Joe
really
Burrow.
don't. I'm not a Burrow believer. I'm
Oh
not
my
a Burrow
God.
believer.
I don't love the guy.
I hate Burrow, but he's still like
Right.
5'6".
You're putting
No,
a,
but no. Listen to my reasoning.
okay.
You got Burrow, who has arguably one of the best wide receiver cores in the whole
Ugh.
country, and he doesn't produce as much as other guys.
Okay. I'm just
Hey.
saying, I've seen 1 year out of these two guys, and you're already putting above them going into next year. That's just
absolutely. Because we said right now. We didn't say future. We didn't say Hall of Fame.
no. I'm talking about for next year.
Yeah, we said right now.
I'm saying we've only seen 1 good year out of those two guys, and
I
we've
mean,
seen a few
How
good
many,
years.
dude, don't tell me you weren't more impressed with CJ going into next year than Joe Burrow.
How many good years have we seen from what's that guy's name? Joe Burrow.
Justin
1,
Herbert.
2?
We've seen more than we have from the other two guys. That's all I'm saying.
That is true. But like Burrow's had 1.5 good years?
Yeah, he's also been hurt.
I said we make Trevor take 6 shots right now.
Did you guys see my troll on Twitter about Joe Burrow?
Trevor, take 6 shots right now.
6 shots right now, Trevor. Come on.
Nick
I
shots.
can't.
Why not?
Zane,
You don't
what
have a
about Purdy?
job. You don't do
What about
anything.
Purdy?
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
Purdy at now?
Purdy's probably 8 or 9. He's top 10. I have to put him in.
Say he's 4?
Huh? I am moving him down because
Yeah, you got-
obviously
We do
talking-
have
more
another
spots.
guest coming on,
Huh?
so we'll
Two more
continue
spots.
this later. But ATX Caleb, welcome to the show.
What's going on, guys? I
What
finally
jersey
get
you got
to. Oh, I got the Mahomes jersey
like
on,
it.
of
Talk
course.
to Carey,
You know,
bro. Talk to Carey.
Rod Holmes.
I came in exactly ready for this, wearing this just for Carrie, blowing him a little kiss with it to him. I know you love it so much. I wanted to put on a Harrison Butker jersey because I know Carrie just loves that man more than anything.
He had a great Super Bowl. I mean, Mahomes is going to be Mahomes, but like Harrison Butker, if like people cared about kickers, could have won the Super Bowl. Obviously, Mahomes like went off. You can't stop him in the fourth quarter, but Butker, that was a great Super Bowl for him.
Yeah, didn't he go 4 for 4?
And he had the longest kick
Yeah.
in Super Bowl history too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he broke that
Good one,
record
good.
minutes after Jake Money Moody broke it.
He did.
That's what San Francisco
Jake
Niners
Moody,
fans call him.
Jake
After he
Moody sets the
Kicked the
record, and
field
then
goal, kicked an extra point into the back of his offensive lineman's head.
Are
Hey,
you,
look,
greatest
I want
play in
one-
Niners history.
Most nerve.
do you think they'll win number 3 next year?
Carey, shut the fuck up.
Sorry, bro. I'm a banana, bro.
Trev,
I'm just playing.
did you ask what point I was most drunk or most nervous? Because that's the real. Most drunk, I was at a sports bar and I about fought a Niners fan sitting behind me. The man
There you
was-
That's football, baby.
we were three mixed drinks in, and it was hitting good.
I
I don't
You
know.
live in Kansas City?
I'm in Austin.
Oh,
Austin.
That's
I'm
where
in
Zane's
awe.
at.
That's where
Yes,
I'm
sir.
at.
There we
Wow.
go. That's yeah. So I was in Austin. I was at Pluckers, Zane.
Okay.
So
Fuck
I-
it. Fuck it.
I feel like once you hit that second quarter and the Niners didn't take advantage.
Dude, what if he
that
fought
was a
Zane?
win.
I'm not a 49ers fan, so
He's
I
like,
mean, he
I got
I don't
basically
think he
is.
would've
He was
fought
dick
me.
riding Purdy for like the last 45 minutes. So he's
Yeah.
basically-
What do you
I am not, dude. Oh my
He's a
god.
top,
I'm
already
just
a
saying.
top 4
again,
quarterback.
I'm just saying.
he's
I-
not even
so-
a top
Zane-
4 quarterback. That's
top
dick
4
riding.
for Purdy.
I
Come on.
apologize. I
Hey,
apologize.
that's why you're on a golf podcast.
Hey,
not a
technically-
football
That's
podcast.
Technically,
exactly
he
why I'm
corrected
on.
But initially he said top 4, which was
I did.
wild.
I changed my mind, but again, there is a kind of an alert because he made the Super Bowl, obviously above other.
Jimmy
But,
Jimmy G made the
but
Super
Gilbert
Bowl too,
made the
though.
Super Bowl.
Brad
Huh?
Johnson won a Super Bowl. What are we talking about right now?
Brad Johnson played
quarterbacks
great
can
that.
win Super Bowls.
Come on, he played great that season. Come on.
Brad Johnson was a better trick shot guy than he was a quarterback. I'll go ahead and say that right now. Go look
I'm
at
not
his
gonna
YouTube. He's great at trick shots. He's a better
not
trick
gonna
shot guy than he
disagree
was a
with that.
quarterback.
I'm not going to disagree with that at all.
Caleb,
I
I have
was
a question. I have a question
Yeah.
for you, Caleb.
What we got?
Obviously, Mahomes like came in clutch in the big moments, but like that Chiefs defense was a huge reason why they won. How many quarterbacks do you think would have won a Super Bowl this season with the Chiefs defense?
Bro,
If you had the pick.
So well, okay, so there might be 2 or 3 that could have won it with the Chiefs defense, but they're not Mahomes.
That's true.
That's the thing is Mahomes
Thank
is a
you.
different breed when it comes to those clutch moments. You have not seen a guy that clutch since Tom Brady. I will
Agreed.
give Tom Brady his props all day long. I'm not one of those. Kerry, you know I'm not one of those Chiefs fans that are already saying Mahomes over Brady. I'm not.
I like that. Yeah.
I'm not
It could-
insane.
It could definitely happen, but or at least
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. Yeah, it could happen. That's what
It's the path is there.
yeah.
It's going to be hard since he can't get back that head-to-head over him. But at that same point, does head-to-head matter that much for quarterbacks?
I don't think head-to-head matters that much, honestly.
I don't
I
think it does at
agree with you,
all.
Caleb. I think there's a 100% chance, not a 100% chance, but there's a chance that he does
Yeah.
surpass Tom Brady,
That's-
and it's not going to matter what the head-to-head is.
I feel like the
And-
thing with Mahomes is like
It's
his
going to
mobi-
matter to Boston sports fans.
like me. Well, like Mahomes' mobility is such a big thing. Like you saw in that 4th down play in overtime. Like it's such a
Oh,
big
yeah.
factor for him. How much longer is he going to be able to maintain that? Like I feel like Mahomes will get at least 1 or 2 more rings, I'd say. But like once he gets to like past 30, without that mobility, can he get to the amount of rings Brady has? That's the kind of question.
He'll never be as slow as Brady,
I mean, no,
Breeze,
Yes, agreed. Agreed,
Manning. So I feel like just he has that elusiveness. It's always going to stick there. He's not fast, but he's just quick enough to get away
Yeah.
and be able to create things. And
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He also-
Go ahead.
he has another level of arm strength that those guys did not necessarily have. That's the main advantage is he might not be able to roll out as fast come, 34, 35 years old, but he'll still be able to get the ball in tighter windows than almost any quarterback ever was
Mhm.
able to do previously. So I will say if he gets the three-peat, being the first quarterback to do it, that's where you really might start seeing the discussion, because if you're the first to do anything in a sport, that's impressive. And considering it's never been done by anybody else before, how can you not at least start questioning if he's
I
the
think the
GOAT at that
conversation's
point?
going to get a lot more serious at that point, obviously. At least it's obvious to me. One of the things that I like that you said is he's not necessarily fast, he's just quick. And that's what I was saying mid-season. I was like, I don't know if there's anyone tougher to tackle in the pocket than Patrick Mahomes. I mean, it's not that he's bigger and stronger than guys, and it's not that he's faster than guys. He's just quick. His step that he makes is enough to avoid the first guy, and then his second step is enough to avoid the second guy.
Well,
So you
and-
have to have really disciplined pass rushers to be able to bring this guy down. It's not just about getting there; it's about being able to get him to the ground, which is very hard.
Well, and even when he is hit over and over and over again, like that 49ers defense did, it doesn't affect him. He's like up and running the same as he was before all that, He's not looking bruised and battered. He's looking like it looks like a second quarter in the fourth quarter.
And we saw him win that 2023 AFC Championship game, or 2023 against Cincinnati on a bum ankle. So,
Yeah.
Yep. And the Super Bowl on a bum ankle. I mean, it wasn't like that Jags injury looked so much worse. Looking back on it now, it was like, how did he recover as quick as he did, and how was he able to make that run? I'm gonna grab a beer since I'm on here. I gotta.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
feel like it's the
my man.
honorable thing to do.
My man, what are you drinking tonight? You got to tell me what you're drinking.
I feel like he's going Heineken. Heineken, maybe.
Kerry, you hate Heineken.
I know.
No.
Zach, I'm drinking Heineken right now.
Whoa!
I'm too drunk that I'm drinking Heineken.
You got Patriots 2024 highlight or 2023 highlights going? Because, like I said in the intro, you're a masochist.
Also, Zach, I think Phil's coming on soon, so watch out for Phil.
All right,
Okay.
boys. We got the beer of choice for the night. We're going just a dose.
All right.
Dos
Dos
Equis.
I don't think I've ever had a Dos Equis before.
Two
actually.
horses.
It's not bad. I like the amber better than the original, but
Actually, I got a question for you, Caleb. I feel like everybody wants the Chiefs to get a wide receiver one. Do you think like they need a wide receiver one next year?
I've been going back and forth on this. I think Mike Evans is the only guy you really pursue.
You had enough of Tony.
Interesting.
Brick Hands can go swim across the border and not come back. That's
So,
what
Do you
Mark,
I,
think,
what about
do you
the
think
punt
he'd be a
return?
good? Zane was mentioning this before the show. Do you think he would be a good addition to USFL team?
Tony is an NFL
Get
fan.
out of here. No. I
Tony
never
is an
said
NFL
such a thing in
talent.
my life. Get out of town.
Well, I have more faith in Tony than I do in Sky Moore. That's
Okay.
something I will say. Sky Moore
So,
is
like,
absolutely
Do
worthless.
you think one of those guys ends up on like fan controlled football or?
What is that?
I don't even know.
Johnny Manziel played there, I think.
Yeah.
That-
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
oh my gosh. Yeah. I the Chiefs need either a wide receiver one or somebody to balance out with Rice. So if they can't get Evans, I think they got to go with like Hollywood Brown, someone like that.
Hollywood Brown would be nice with Mahomes. He's like a little
Just-
diet Tyreek Hill.
Hollywood Brown and Kiki QT are very similar, at least based off what they did in college. So
You don't know who that is?
I forgot this. I forgot this is like 2024 or whatever year when not like
That-
20.
yeah, Mahomes thrives with those like slot guys, and a lot of tech quarterbacks love those
Just like Brady.
5'9" quick slot guys. So
Shout out to Graham Howell. I have a signed football card from that guy. Texas
Proud
Tech
of you, I
quarterback
guess.
with Michael Crabtree as his number one.
the year that they
Good for you,
beat
man.
Texas, I think they got to go after Evans. Obviously, I don't know if y'all saw the news. T. Higgins is getting tagged as soon
Yeah,
as that's
I'm,
coming around.
As a Jacksonville Jaguars fan, I'm pretty disappointed, but
Okay,
Yo,
that's
you-
my,
you-
like,
You don't want the stud Calvin Ridley back?
absolutely not. And you know what? I'm kind of pissed at Jaguars Twitter because everyone's like, guys, he wasn't that bad this year. It's like, guys, if he didn't drop 4 touchdown passes, it was pretty damn close.
you still would have lost in the first round.
Hey,
That's my big thing with Chiefs Twitter, like, and everything. On one scenario, they're like Rashee Rice is like the second coming of Jesus, and then the other hand, they're like the guy drops 40,000. He's a great wide receiver. Yeah, he had some drops.
He's a
Like,
good
he's
wideout.
top wide receiver. Yeah, I feel like he's gonna be like top 10 wideout next year or two. Like he's really good.
He's good, but he's not a number one. That's the
I feel like he could. He's not right now, but he definitely could be in the next year or two.
He's too young to be a number like a top 10 receiver, I think.
That-
but
Yes, he
I
has some
think-
drops, but he's good.
I'd like to see a veteran in that wide receiver room.
I
they,
think they would
need
be
a
fine.
veteran that's not MVS, but MVS comes through in the playoffs. So
That was kind of funny. He had those drops. Y'all hated him. And then he had that catch against Buffalo to win the game. Or Baltimore, I mean.
Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah.
That to me,
I wish he would have dropped
drafting
that one.
drafting a receiver for the Chiefs makes more sense. Round
I
one.
agree. Yep.
There's a lot of good receivers in your draft. So
There are.
There's about 10 guys, maybe 12 that are going to go in the first 2 rounds at wide receiver.
Yeah.
So if they can get, to me, I mean, I'm being biased here. If they can get either Worthy or Mitchell from Texas, that would be great for them because they both fit. And like I said, Mahomes loves those speedy slot guys. So Worthy is that to a T.
hmm
Obviously, they're not going to get Harrison, Neighbors, or Odunze, which would be a true number one for the Chiefs. But we'll see what ends up happening there. Carrie, how's the week been? Realizing Mahomes is making you eat crow from the whole
Exactly.
season.
He's your daddy, dude.
yeah, like I know how far you've listened to this podcast, Caleb. But like Trevor kind of worked. He had Herbert for a while and it kind of worked out. He kind of trolled him for a while.
I didn't
I
troll.
tried to-
I was cooking, and I was
I
right.
decided to pick on Mahomes. It was kind of too early.
I didn't
to do
troll.
that.
I
It
was
didn't work out.
cooking.
It didn't
No,
work
you were
out.
absolutely trolling my brother in Christ.
No,
Yeah,
I
it was
wasn't.
trolling.
Go back to everything I said. It
You
came
know,
to
Mahomes-
fruition.
I
So-
do like Mahomes is very good. I do think he's a little overrated, but yeah, he's
Why? What
He's the best
makes
quarterback.
you think
the best
overrated?
quarterback in the NFL.
Real quick, with the defense though, do you think are you guys gonna probably keep both Snead and Jones, or are you guys gonna? I think you guys are probably gonna lose one of them, right?
The cap
Salary cap's
is there to keep both.
Yeah.
If they cut MVS and Reed, it opens up $22 million in cap space on top of the, I believe it's going to be 40 or 50 million when the other salaries clear off.
Yeah.
So they can cut those two guys and sign both, and then still have like 30 million to throw around in free agency.
Sir.
So I think you'll see Snead tagged, and then the Chiefs will try and trade Snead, if anything. That's what I think is likely.
Probably.
Okay.
You getting a Trent McDuffie jersey or not yet?
No,
Yeah.
that's the next.
Yeah.
That's the next one, and then Rashee Rice is after that.
Yeah.
There you go.
McDuffie is fire.
And then my Taylor Swift one will be coming in at some point too. You know,
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here!
I love it. I love it.
Last question for you, Caleb. I don't know if you're in a relationship or anything, but would you rather sleep with Brittany Mahomes or Taylor Swift?
I'm almost married, actually. But
Say it didn't exist.
I guess
Jackson
it's very-
Mahomes. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa!
No, definitely Brittany.
All right.
Really?
Hey,
Interesting.
interesting.
Did y'all see Brittany
I
turning
see you
down
on
Jackson at the
Twitter
club?
or something.
Yes, I did. That was excellent.
Zach,
think
we're
that-
going to be
that
married
would
in
do
like
that.
4 months?
No, it's like
Nothing?
9.
No, yeah, it's not. All right. Caleb, where can we find you if anybody wants to follow you on Twitter or anything?
I'm on Twitter at ATXCaleb, same tag as here. I post a bunch of sports shit and a bunch of wrestling shit, so y'all come find me there.
All
right.
right. Nate, we got you finally on. Thanks for coming on, bro.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Yeah. You have a good one,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, there, brah.
All right, Zach, is Phil on yet?
Phil is not on yet.
Phil's supposed to be on soon.
All right,
Zach,
I'll
you
go
gotta
ahead and
explain-
give my top 10 because Zane sucked.
No. I haven't even finished. You didn't even
Yeah,
let me
you're
finish.
still sucked.
He gave a top
You
8.
You didn't let me finish.
Who's your 9 and 10?
So I said, what did I say? Jordan Love, and then C.J. Stroud, and then Brock Purdy, right?
You said Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, Cousins, Stafford, Stroud, Love, Purdy.
So I have 2 more.
Two
Yeah.
more. Let's go.
Phil, come on, bro.
Probably then. I don't
Rodgers?
know.
Burrow?
Probably
Dak? Tua? Baker?
Tua or Dak, and then the other one at 10.
Yeah.
What?
Nice.
Dak in your
Wow.
top 10 is wild. Okay.
Bro, Dak's in my top
So
7.
wait. So what, you have to understand that logic. I don't like Dak as I would never pick him. The issue is again, does he set your team up well for next season? And again, I think he can lead. I do believe people learn.
Not Dak
And-
Prescott.
Well,
He hadn't learned
Well,
how to
learned.
not throw picks in a crucial playoff game.
I agree with you there, but he is. I mean, he has gotten better year after year.
Yes.
So
yeah.
like,
Has he?
He had a good
yes,
year.
in the
36
season,
touchdowns, 9 picks. He had a very good year. Bad playoff game.
yeah. It's. I mean, everybody has a bad game, and it just
All right, I'll
sucks to
give
have
my
it
top
happen at
10
such a bad
because,
time.
Phil's coming on soon.
Okay, I'll get my top 10. At
Zach,
1, I have Josh Allen.
Gary, are you typing in
At
the
2,
chat, bro?
I have Mahomes.
Yeah.
They're listening, bro. Just
Fuck.
At 3, I have Lamar Jackson. At 4, I have Kirk Cousins. 5, I have Stafford. At 6, I have Joe Burrow. At
Wow.
7,
How is
I
Joe
have
Burrow?
Tua Tagovailoa. At 8,
Wait, no. You have Tua above Jordan Love and C.J. Stroud.
Absolutely.
No. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Get out of here.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Get out of here, dude. Just
I think-
stop.
I think I do.
Who's a
too.
fucking bomb? I don't know.
I lost where I was now. Thanks.
Tua. You said Tua.
Yeah,
Who's a
Tua.
fucking bomb?
1, 2, 3, 4.
We gotta
5,
get some
6,
Johnny
7.
Gaudreau in this
At
podcast,
8.
brother.
At 8.
Yes.
At
Johnny
8.
Gaudreau, brother.
Yes.
Phil's
At
gonna
8.
hop on.
At 8,
Really?
I have our friend from the Houston Texans,
CJ
Stroud.
Okay,
Hey.
hey,
What that bro's doing?
Alright.
At 9, I have Brock Purdy.
you have Brock
And
Purdy above Jordan Love?
Yeah. I don't believe in love. Zane, come on.
I don't either. But not that kind of love.
At 9, and at 10, I have Justin Herbert.
I thought you had Cousins over him.
I did. Cousins was,
Yeah, Cousins was 4 for Zach.
yeah.
He had Cousins at 4.
1 Mahomes, 2 Allen, 3 Burrow,
Yeah, I
4
don't hate that
Herbert,
list.
5
I don't
Stroud.
hate that list.
I
other
think
than
it's kind of
Burrow.
wild to have Herbert that high right now, honestly. I'm a Herbert fan, but I think it's kind of wild to have him that high right now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Kids are still awake. Sad. Well, that's unfortunate. Tua is so good. Very true. He's pretty good.
Tua's good. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to put him in my top 10 if I thought he wasn't good.
Purdy is absolutely better than Love. Thank you.
That's the
I just
Shut
disagree with
the fuck up, dude.
Purdy is better than Love.
Purdy's not that. Well, then Zach, you
Yeah?
can't be hating on Purdy then if you think he's better than Love, because Love is
Was
like
not in my top 10, and
balling
Purdy
out.
is. Thank you.
Paul,
Hey, we need anyone. Hollywood Titan, you want to come on the show? Super Jacks, Chance, anyone want to come on the show? We're waiting for Phil Razor. Really hot. Come on.
I like Super Jacks. He has some good.
6
comments.
Lamar, 7 Dak. I hate that. 8 Stafford, 9 Cousins. They should be
How is
higher.
6
Love
Lamar?
it. It is wild.
Wait,
Love
don't
still
go back.
sucks.
Yeah.
It is still
We
his season.
tweeted this on Twitter. Caleb
He had a
Black.
good month of
Wait. What was Caleb's? Did we miss a comment? What was Caleb's top 5?
I don't remember.
Mahomes, Allen, Burrow,
Fuck,
Herbert,
get to work
Stroud.
Lamar's 6?
All right, Phil's coming on, Zach.
That's a travesty.
Like so gooder than Love. Thank you.
I got a pretty good
Still
top
on?
10 if you guys want to hear it.
So gooder than Love.
Zach's Phil on.
I love that. That's good. So gooder than I can't believe you got. I can't believe there's so much
I
love.
actually,
hate.
Super Jacks, I watch football. I
No,
don't
he
watch
doesn't. He
stat
watches
sheets.
golf.
I watch stat sheets, not
You
not-
watch
I watch football stat sheets.
Wow.
Guys,
Oh,
I've
look at that.
taken 7 shots tonight, and I
Wow.
finished 2 beers. Well, close.
You
Oh,
take it
look at
7
that.
shots.
Zach, bring on Phil.
Wait. So what?
It's
Wait,
not
what does
over
that say?
yet.
How can you say Purdy?
How can you say
Zach,
Purdy
he's trying to
isn't
get
when
in.
Purdy literally led the league in most QB stats?
Zach, he's
How
trying
can
to
you
get
say
in.
Purdy? I think he was actually responding to you, not me.
Zach, he's trying to get in.
Oh, okay. No,
Huh?
I mean, again, Super Jacks, like, it just has to do with, I mean, football, and this is weird, coming from me, but
Yeah, this
football,
golf guy doesn't even know what
I'm a
he's
golf
talking about.
guy, but football is a lot more of a team sport than, say, like a game like basketball. So whenever you say
Zach,
rings,
let him on.
whenever you give the rings argument, it actually makes more sense in basketball than in football, right?
So
100%
Zane, James Jones is a better player than Dan Marino because he's like 12 rings. Is what you just said. That's what you just said.
No. I'm saying the
You
opposite of that.
just said.
No, he said the opposite of that.
I said the opposite
NBA
of that.
matters more.
I said in
Matt,
basketball,
Can you add
rings
Phil?
matter more because there's less people playing
Oh,
on
yeah.
the court.
I've never said anything about rings. LOL.
No,
He's talking
I
about
understand.
stats.
I understand he never
He's talking
said anything about
between
rings.
Jordan Love and Brock Purdy and how he's
What
right.
I was saying is the
Phil?
team is way
Phil
better
is not
in San
in the
Fran.
queue
He
yet.
says he's out here.
All I'm saying is the team is way better in San Fran than Packers.
I'll send him a
In
DM. Hold
Wisconsin.
on.
The team is way better in San Francisco than Wisconsin. Wisconsin.
You know what's hilarious? Remember when I said Trevor's dating a girl named
Has
Carrie?
nothing to do with rings, Super Jacks. Has nothing to do with rings.
Terry, relax,
The
buddy.
point of the
Let's-
rings argument.
let's have
The
some
point.
water,
Funny.
all right?
That's the wrong
Huh?
thing. Sorry, Phil. Hold
Dude,
on.
we're
Oh,
gonna
there
be
he
at-
is. I see him. He's in.
No, we're gonna be at Trevor's wedding, right? And we're
The
gonna be like,
That is
Trevor,
never happening, Carrie.
Wait, guys,
can you take Carrie to be your lawfully wedded wife? And Trevor's gonna be like, yeah, I take
So is
Carrie.
Bill Russell
Be like,
the
what?
best because he has 11 championships, Zane?
no.
Razor.
I'm not saying. I'm saying
Welcome
it
to
matters
the show,
more.
Phil Razor.
No,
What are your
no.
thoughts on John?
I'm not
Carlson?
saying it matters more. I'm not saying it matters more. I'm just saying that it matters. I'm not saying that rings are the only thing that matter.
Shut
I'm
up, Johnny
saying that
Gaudreau.
in a game like basketball, when there's less people playing on the court, rings definitely play more of a factor in determining a player's worth than simple stats.
Wait,
wanna see
Phil,
I
I don't
wanna
want
see
you
a
to
Phil
answer this
Zane
question.
fight right
This is a
now.
question specifically for Zane Smith. Who is the best hockey player of all time?
Wayne
It is-
Gretzky.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going off pure stats, it's Wayne Gretzky. I think Wayne Gretzky is the most dominant we've ever seen in the game of hockey. I mean, to win 9, it's the Hart Memorial Trophy, but MVP, 9 MVPs in 10 years. Who else has done that in any sport ever? So,
He
I
might be
think that
the MVP of MVPs, honestly. Like the greatest, the GOAT of GOATs.
there are
So I
certainly guys. There are guys that people will argue. Mario Lemieux is one.
Yeah.
That you'll hear people argue. I think they're more contrarian style in terms of their arguments. Wayne Gretzky won 4 Stanley Cups. The number of Stanley Cups you win does not equal how great you are, but 4 is extremely high. So
Phil, I got a serious question for you right now. If I give you a start bench cut for Beer League Hockey Edition, and I give you Beerly Nate, Beerly Aaron, Beerly Phil, who's starting bench cut?
start Aaron, bench Nate, cut me.
Wow.
No, Phil, you can't cut
You're
yourself.
the best radio voice of
Oh,
anyone.
don't be so
Best
hard on
radio
yourself.
voice
You're
of
the
all
best
time.
radio
is-
voice of anyone on the Beer League podcast.
That's how we do it in hockey, boys.
I guess.
When you win, it's all about the team. When you lose, it's all about you.
Oh, thank you. Caleb Weissenhutter is
Class.
genius. This
What are
is
your thoughts
exactly-
on Johnny Gaudreau
Brody
right
could
now?
not perform with the Packers roster. Love would have won the
Johnny
Super Bowl if
Gaudreau
he
is
had this
playing for the
Packers
biggest
roster.
dumpster fire
Well,
of all time.
congratulations. You did Trevor's favorite thing. Trevor.
I don't even know what.
Trevor's
I got a lot of
favorite
favorite things.
Trevor's
Phil.
favorite thing.
What thing?
Phil,
This.
that's hypothetical. Phil, we asked Zane this question a little while ago. We got a little more drunk since then.
All right.
Phil, what are your top 10 quarterbacks right now?
Everybody in the AFC. Fire
I
everybody
love
else.
it. I
Fire
love
everybody
it.
else.
That's a great answer.
The biggest, like we're talking about stats, the biggest travesty is that Jalen Hurts broke Cam Newton's quarterback rushing touchdown record.
I can kiss you right now.
Scoring the most boring touchdowns of all time. Like scoring a touchdown when it's sexy, it's one of the best things in sports. When it's not, it's like you're happy that your team scored, but it's also like that was just
But here's the thing.
Phil,
Eagles fans
that's
think
why-
that's like Eagles fans think that the tush push is like, oh, this is the greatest play ever invented. It's so exciting to watch. They lie to themselves that this is actually good football. But
Was
it's
it
like,
the best thing ever though? Whenever the Bucks stopped them,
Oh, yeah.
more
It
than
was
once.
amazing.
That
I
was
was
the
so happy.
best thing
to get through.
ever.
especially because I picked the Bucks to win that week.
That was the best thing ever. Stop the
Same.
tush push on the goal line. Best thing of all time.
Legendary.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. The way Cam Newton scored was fun. Getting like
Yes.
catapulted into the end zone and
Yes.
like
The front
8 yard running over a linebacker touchdown runs,
Yeah.
screaming "I'm back" into cameras, all that good shit.
Yeah.
And then you have
He was not
just-
back.
the tush push just it takes all the fun out of it. Like it's just like
Well, you're a
It's
Jack
like
fan.
It's like Tom Brady in the playoffs. It's not sexy, but it gets the job done.
That's
I
right.
guess that's true.
That's
But
that's
ain't
so
that
true.
hard-nosed football, isn't it? Trench wars. Who's bigger? Who's stronger?
Yeah, the
Put the
tush
mud
push,
on your
the
chest.
tush push is an homage to Jason Kelsey and nothing more.
Yeah.
You're a Jags fan, right, Phil?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout out
nice.
to Jags fans across the globe.
Why are you not a Carolina Panther fan, Phil?
I'm not from here. I'm from Ohio. I moved here like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
You're still Columbus Blue Jackets fan.
You
I'm
know that?
Ohio. I'm Ohio everything outside of the I picked the Jaguars. when I was a kid.
Wait. We're not. We're not OH.
Yeah, you're Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Let's go,
Oh
baby.
my god.
All right,
Read the shirt, man. You got to read the
we're-
shirt.
We're a minute and 24 minutes in this episode. Should we do another
We're
shot?
a minute and 24.
Another
episodes
shot.
in.
We're a
No
minute
shot.
and 24
God,
episodes.
these
You
guys.
got anything, bro?
Dude, I've done 5 shots. I think. Wait, no,
I
it
know
might
like
be
12.
more than
I
that.
don't even know where I'm at. Trevor's sober out here.
I am
Got
not. I
anything
promise
left?
you that.
Really
I'm
got
not.
a drink?
Woo! There's
Well, I'll tell
another
you
one.
what, this
Kelsey
episode's a lot
hasn't technically
drunker.
Superjacks. Kelsey hasn't technically announced his retirement, but I think he is
Oh,
gone after
Kelsey's,
this.
Oh, he's gonna be
Kelsey's
gone.
back, 100%.
You think he's back?
He's
Yeah,
back.
that bitch is back. I'm gonna shoot him before he comes back, but he's back.
Yo,
Well, sorry, bro.
Carrie's
Nah.
gonna get banned from Twitter again.
we're gonna
Oh,
get
God.
That's the way to go.
Need
If
back.
I had to get kicked from Twitter, it'd be for death threats against the Kelsey brothers, honestly.
Super Jackson's
There
as
you go.
drunk as I am.
Yeah, Super Jack, come on the podcast if you want.
Oh,
No,
gross.
his kids are still awake.
Go blow. Go blow.
Yeah.
Hail to the
Yes,
cheaters.
Fielders, come
Get
on.
out of
Phil.
here.
Phil is the
Oh,
hockey
Phil,
legend.
Phil, I got a question for you. I've been looking to get into hockey for a very long time. I've
Fucking
been telling
Johnny
Zach this.
Gaudreau, though. What a-
I've been telling Zach this for a while. I've been telling my buddy Bo this for a long time. What do I need to do to get into hockey? Like for real, for real.
Watch playoffs. Playoffs.
Watch the
every night.
playoffs.
Just watch playoffs. It's better than any. I don't include football in this because it's one game.
Uh-huh.
So any sport that has a series, hockey is the most intense
Baseball?
series. But it's more intense than baseball because no
Ugh.
lead is safe. Nothing is safe. In baseball, and I think baseball is right there. Don't get me wrong.
I
Basketball
can't
is so
stand
far.
baseball. Even though I'm
Basketball
wearing
is
a
so far
baseball
down the list
uniform.
for me because you can go to 7 games where the average margin of victory in the series is like 15 points. It's like I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you get to 7 games where they're all blowouts. Who gives a shit? Baseball's intense because every pitch is like so calculated. But my problem with playoff baseball is they don't play it like the regular season. Playoff baseball, your starters coming out of the bullpen. You know, guys are actually bunting and shit. It's just very different than playoff hockey. Playoff hockey is regular season hockey, but just the intensity's turned up a little bit. And
Playoff hockey is really good.
the beauty of it is like they've had, I think it's 6 3-0 comebacks.
Wow.
6 teams. It's like 4 or 6 teams have blown a 3-0 series lead and lost. And it's happened twice in the Stanley Cup Finals. So you tell me it's a better parity than that. The 8th seed has won, 8th seed, if you will. They don't do it like that, but has won so many times, and it's happened. They've both won in the same
Last
year
year.
times.
Phil,
So
That's awesome.
Phil,
you
I want
just
to hear.
don't know what's going to happen.
I want to hear your thoughts.
I
I
will
can literally watch any hockey game if it's in person and it's fun. But like, if I watch any hockey game on TV, I just can't do it. Is that you're a hockey fan? Is that not for you? Like in person, hockey is so fun, but in TV, I just can't do it.
Hockey in person.
Hockey, it's a different experience.
The only sport that I think is better on TV than it is live is football. I think football.
I
is
agree, yeah.
Agreed. So, Phil, that is the most true statement.
Wait,
That is
Football
the
is
most
better
true
on
statement.
TV than it
I
is
will
live.
go to. I will go to. I would go to the Ohio State Michigan game every year if I could. That's the only game I want to go to live because being there and just kind of feeling the rivalry. But if
Yeah.
someone's like, you could pay $500 a pop for Ohio State, Penn State, or any NFL game, I'm already rather watching on TV. But for me,
Yes.
like the college atmosphere, I like it more. It's
Yeah.
less. It's less.
The
like,
rivalries are deeper. Like there's
rivalries are
bad
deeper,
blood
but
between
also like
teams.
NFL like tailgating and shit. It's like divulged to tribalism to the point where like this is everybody's personality here. It's almost too much for me.
Yeah.
Like a 47-year-old man is throwing up in the trash can on the walk-in. Like that's not socially acceptable behavior, in my opinion. So if there's a 21-year-old drunk college kid puking outside of your favorite college stadium, college kids are idiots, right? But like,
Phil, what's your thoughts on the young talent of Connor Bedard so far?
Connor Bedard, everybody gets super pissed whenever he gets hit now because he broke his jaw. First of all, he broke his jaw on a clean hit. Like, keep your head up, kid. Don't look down. This isn't fucking Major Junior anymore. These guys are going to
Johnny Gaudreau.
Number 2.
Yeah, you tell him, Phil.
No, but like number 2, I'm tired every time he gets hit, everybody acts like it's the end of the world. It's a grown man's game. You're 18 years old playing against guys that have families, guys that would love to bang your mom, Connor Bedard. Might
Yeah.
happen this year. We don't know. We don't
Did
know.
Corey Perry get
Dude,
picked up?
Yes! Now I
Did
just
he get
want to
picked
watch
up?
hockey.
We don't know.
Now I just
College
want to watch
football is
hockey
really
by
about
Phil's.
football
Oh,
odds to be
dude.
true.
Dude,
Yeah,
Phil,
ours-
just because
But-
of you, dude, I'm going to be the biggest hockey fan.
Yo,
Listen to
imagine
the
the
Beerly
Beerly
Hockey
Hockey
podcast.
Podcast.
It's the best
Imagine the Beerly
hockey
Hockey
podcast in the
Podcast.
game. Check them out. It's a great listen.
I love all the hockey love coming in right now. You guys are fucking goated for this. Thank
Phil,
you.
Phil,
I made so much money on hockey lately and betting. It's great.
Oh, dude, just
Hey,
fade me.
hey,
Fade me
Phil.
and you're golden.
Phil,
Fade
a
you.
lot of hockey players are great golfers. I just like to point that out.
No,
Oh,
Phil,
yeah.
if you listen to any of the Beerly podcasts, Phil has the best voice of anybody in the
Yeah, he
Beerly
absolutely
podcast.
does.
He's a great
Nah,
voice.
he's top two. He's top
Such a
two.
great
Top
voice.
two.
That's like, I don't know. It's like,
Top
it's like,
two and he's
I
got
don't
two.
Trev's up there like,
He's
oh,
like,
no,
I'm
Jim's
number
too
one.
close. Oh my God, why does it sound like I'm Goody right now? Fuck Jody. Oh, Jim. Oh, fuck Patrick Stewart. Oh my God.
All right,
See, the
Phil.
problem is if I wanted to do radio voice, I could.
No,
but
Phil's
I
got a
still
best
wouldn't be
radio
as good
voice.
as Phil, so I don't even try.
This is just my regular voice.
That's Phil's
Yeah, I know.
regular voice.
That's the thing.
Why are you not like Jack Edwards or
See,
any
what
like
you guys-
famous hockey announcer? That's my question.
What you guys don't
say-
realize is
Do not
whenever that
compare me
gets
to
off
Jack
podcast-
Edwards. God damn, no. Not Jack. Such
All
an
right.
asshole homer. I can't stand it.
Phil, we got you on a football podcast. We asked Zane this earlier. Who are your top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL heading into next year?
Ooh, okay. Well, everybody in the AFC. No, but I already said that.
I like it.
Guy I want to see take a step up. I think and I know that our boy Trev up there is not going to like this. I'm not going to say he's number one. I'm saying guy I'm most interested in seeing how he progresses now is how Justin Herbert looks with Jim Harbaugh. I think that's going to be an interesting, and if they go out and get a guy like T. Higgins, watch out. But
He got tagged
did he get tagged?
today.
Yeah, he got tagged.
Yeah, you got
All right,
tagged
well,
today.
there you go.
Yes, Caleb told us he was
There you
dropping
go.
dropped the bombs.
So fair enough. That's one. I'm very much looking forward to Joe Burrow now that T. Higgins is there. I'm looking forward to seeing Joe come back healthy for a year, hopefully. We had so many quarterback injuries last year at crucial times for so many different teams. It was just unfortunate. But Joe Burrow's a guy that I think talent-wise, definitely a top 3 in the league when healthy. And the weapons obviously don't hurt, but came in, got, blew his knee out that first year. I want to see where he goes because apparently he's the only guy that can take Patrick Mahomes out in a playoff game. And then I'm still, and maybe I'm in the minority here. Brock Purdy's elite down there in the chat. I like Brock Purdy a lot. For me, we say it every year. What are the Buffalo Bills going to do to get better with this team? Because they had a lot of defensive injuries last year. I want to see what the Bills do in the rebuild of that defense. I know they fired their defensive coordinator. Offensively, I think they're fine. I think what's his name, the tight end Kincaid. Great compliment to Dawson Knox. They need to kind of lean into that more. Go to like that late, like that early 2010s Patriot style of offense. Just
Okay.
absolutely pound the rock. Let Josh Allen be Josh Allen and
James Cook is also the best running back they've had in a very long time.
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy is pretty good. Honestly.
They should make, they should make a play for Derrick Henry. That would
They
be
should,
incredible.
yeah.
That would be
That'd be
incredible.
good.
Get him out of the AFC South, please, and send him up to Buffalo so he can just bury the Dolphins all year long. That would be.
Yeah.
I get very tired of hearing this is the Dolphins' year, not because of their fans, because as we saw, Tua plays so poorly in that cold weather in that game. They didn't even trust him to throw the ball downfield in that game.
That's true.
Yeah.
Trevor never even explained that game. He just disappeared.
That's not.
No, I mean, their offense is ridiculous in September and October.
Here for no reason.
They need here's what they need. They need to win that division, and they had their chance this year. Buffalo came out of the gates extremely slow, and they weren't able to clinch.
Is Buffalo going to be, great next year?
It's
They're
Miami.
They're going to be
bro?
better than Miami.
Is
I
Miami?
don't think so. I don't think so. I think Miami with a year of experience on that defense, maybe they get a lot of players back, stay healthy. Nah, I think Miami has a better chance.
Is
than
Christian
Buffalo
Wilkins
next year.
gone this year?
So is Van Ginkel.
I like Van Ginkel a lot.
I do too.
If anything, I can see New York winning that division.
Why?
Hey, the Millie Goats podcast, that is a great comment. I saw Jim Carrey. Yeah, whatever he just said.
75-yard miss.
Whatever he just said was brilliant. I would watch
Asking
that
Josh
wherever I
Allen not launch 75-yard piss missiles like Jim Carrey trying to call the pen.
That was brilliant, bro.
The goddamn
the Millie
pen
Goats
is
podcast.
blue.
I'm gonna start watching the Millie Goats podcast. That was a
bro.
great. That was a great.
Honestly,
line.
I love that reference. I love that reference because that's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love that movie.
Liar, Liar is one
Liar
of your
is
favorite movies of all time.
Such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Wait, if your top 10 favorite movies aren't all war movies or period pieces, get out. Yeah, just
First off, I never said it was top 10. I said it was one of my favorites.
Fuck, Phil.
That could be top 50.
Trevor.
Favorites
I'm just
implies
giving
top
you
10 or
tips.
top 5, doesn't it?
It's
Yeah.
definitely not top 10 or top 5.
Phil.
Yeah.
Matt
It's not your
Boldy
favorite.
It's a
It's
top
not-
10 comedy.
If Matt Boldy
That's
gets
fair.
one more shot, I get $250. Fuck.
Mine's Lion King.
Fucking Matt Boldy, bro. Phil, for some reason
Dude, I love Super Jacks. He's got to come on.
I'm a lead hockey betting right now.
I know, dude. I need to start just like riding your coattails here.
No, look at it. I just did a 6-leg for $10, and I'm 5 for 5. And if Matt Boldy gets one more shot, I get $250.
What the heck? Harry, why are you not posting
on
these?
hockey for no reason?
Harry, I'm actually pissed at you right now
We need to have
because you're
we
not
need to have
posting
Carrie,
these, and it doesn't let me in on the action. I'm
we
triggered.
need Carrie on Beerly Hockey to talk gambling.
I get $50 if Johnny Gaudreau gets
It's a
in
gambling
the
minute.
Right.
The gambling minute with Carrie.
Carrie's gambling corner. Yeah.
Barely Carrie.
It's hilarious because I suck at NBA, I suck at NFL, but I made like $300 in the last 2 days in hockey.
I'm
For
gonna
no reason.
Harry, post
I'm
these
gonna
on
fill you
Twitter.
all in on
I
a little
have your
secret.
notifications.
I'm going to fill you all in on a little secret here, boys.
Oh,
What are the
Phil.
two most popular sports in America?
Johnny Gaudreau?
The NFL and the NBA. What do you think Vegas pays the most attention to? The
Not
NFL
hockey.
and the NBA. Hockey is the Wild West of sports betting.
Just
Baseball is also pretty fun, but hockey's the Wild
also
West. 'Cause they're
on-
like, yeah, everybody's over under nights at 6.5. Oh, they have a backup 10 in. We're going to go 7 there.
the thing with
doesn't-
hockey is
it
like
doesn't really fluctuate
Shit.
much. And yeah, I mean, there's like a lot of crazy.
my
crazy
favorite
props.
thing with hockey is like there's not going to be blowouts. Like they still play to the end of the game. Like they're still going to get decent shots or whatever or time on ice.
Oh yeah. By the way, we had
It's
we
not
had
like
a
NBA
score-
that you're going to like bench your stars in the third quarter. Like
I
they're
saw
playing
a
the
funny hockey TikTok today. It was talking about, I think it was Edmonton and playing someone else, and they were like, I took the money line on Edmonton, but someone decided to score a touchdown in the third period.
That was Minnesota and Vancouver yesterday.
Oh, it was Minnesota and
Vancouver was
Vancouver.
up 5-3
Yeah,
in the third. Minnesota dropped 7 goals on him in the third period, beat him 10-7. So there's your Beerly football score. Suck it. What was it? Raiders, Patriots, 3-0 this year? 10-7 hockey game, boys.
Shout out to the Patriots.
They're
Drop
great
a like if
team,
you
bro.
like
That
Heineken.
football game, anybody
Matthew
that paid,
Slater, bro.
anybody
Matthew
that paid
Slater
to
did
go to
a great
games
career. Love that
for
man.
money back, 100%.
Love him. All right, we get any last topics to debate before we head out for season 3?
I want to ask Bill, did Corey Perry do it?
Did
What?
Corey Perry do it?
Who's that?
No, I've heard other things. I heard that he was like hitting on a team reporter that's related to a Blackhawks legend, and that's why they got rid of him. But saying that he banged Bedard's mom, some people get really up in arms about that. It's irresponsible. First of all, I'm not reporting it like it happened. I'm not a journalist. I don't care. I'm just
Tell us what
rolling out
happened,
the
Bill.
podcast. I think the story that got ran with and just took over the internet like a California wildfire was definitely hilarious content to start, when it happened. Corey Perry's nickname is the Worm, right? That's his style of play. He's done everything in the NHL you can. He's won a Stanley Cup. He's been a league MVP. But now he's just trying to hop around and find teams that'll still employ him because he's trying to stay relevant. So it was a great way to stay relevant. Would be having someone, throw the rumor out there that you banged Connor.
Yes.
So it's just funny. They're about the same age.
Yes.
We have a guy in a banana suit up here hitting his hockey bets.
$100 in a hockey bet. Yeah, bro.
This guy's been in this
Johnny.
You know
job-
what? This is. I want to just explain, everyone. This is why I started the podcast. It's not anything else. It's to see Carrie do that on camera. It's so that these moments are filmed and can be remembered forever.
I
And
don't
you
know
know
what
what?
it means, but
The future people that all have the implants in them from Elon Musk, they
Brady
can look back
Bradshaw,
on this
brother.
moment
Vincent
for the rest of
Traffic,
history.
brother. Kalen Krabasow.
Look at Trevor. Trevor's done.
You, brother. You, brother.
Trevor's like, let me go to bed.
Like this. He's
What
gone.
on
Not
God's
even care.
green earth is going on up in that corner?
I don't
You
even
can't get
care.
him back when it's like
$100.
this. He's
Good,
gone.
bro.
Oh my God. I have a lot of Christmas present ideas for you, Carrie, but I can't say them.
There's probably not a lot you want to say.
Hey,
Hey.
I'm a legend, Phil. I've won 4 straight days in a row, and I'm taking it.
Man, are you gonna take Trev to a tiki bar this weekend? You guys can
I
meet
might,
some-
honestly. I might kiss him in the tiki bar with the amount of money I've won the last few days. I don't even know how.
bar, bro.
Like
Just-
Brady Trachuk, Vincent Trachuk. I don't even know who the
Vinny Trocheck,
Sean Monahan,
Sean Monahan, yeah.
Kirill
had a hat trick yesterday.
Kaparaz, Jack
Kirill-
Hughes.
Kirill.
Kaprizov.
You are butchering these names, and it's amazing.
I don't even know, but I don't care. $500, let's go, bro.
I will say though, when you watch football and basketball predominantly, and you go over to hockey, the names are
Oh, I don't
absurd,
care.
so-
Yeah, like these Russians are pretty hard.
I don't know.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
some pretty absurd names in football, like Kool-Aid McKinstry
That's
is going to get drafted probably first round this year.
I miss Ha Clinton Dix, man. That
Yeah.
was
Clinton Dix.
So
What about Noah Kaniga?
that's
wow, Zach.
That's his name.
that is his
So, is
name.
there anything you want the Jags to do this offseason before we kick you off?
The Jags offseason,
Is there
bolster up
anything you
the
want?
O line. I mean, signing a real number 1 wide receiver would be great instead of having 4 number 2s. But I mean, other than that, though, kind of the beauty of being a Jags fan is just a team of no names. And when they do something well, it's like, I mean, granted, they actually have a real quarterback now, but I'm used to the years of like just pure, who are these guys? Who the fuck are these guys? Like nobody knows who the Jacksonville Jaguars are. Then you look at the roster, you're like, where's it? I never like I went to college. That's my thing when I watch football games. I'm like, is that the dude from Illinois? Like I'm usually pretty good about stuff like that. You hear a guy's like, oh, this is the starting free safety for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's his name. I'm like, the fuck did they find him? Was he driving a truck last year? Like, who
Shout
is
out
this?
to Dakotas Crawford is who you're thinking of, Millie Goats podcast.
Dakotas Crawford's a good one.
Yeah. So, hey, McGilly, I'll send you a link right now. Hop on for the last few minutes.
I can't. I tried to send him a link, but I can't message him because I'm
I'll
not
send it.
verified.
I'll send Millie Goats if you want to hop on for the last few minutes. This is our season 3 finale. We'll hit you up, bro.
But Phil, I will definitely be watching more hockey now that you said
No.
that.
Good, bro.
Especially
Yeah.
since hockey, they're coming up, right? The playoffs are coming up in April.
Phil, hockey fucking sucks, dude. But barely hockey
The
is a great.
stars.
No.
The stars, Zane.
Hockey sucks, but you guys
The
make
stars.
hockey entertaining. Phil, you got a great voice. Beerly Nate, Beerly Aaron, you got a great podcast.
I don't even
Hey,
watch
Larry.
hockey, but to fall asleep at night, I just listen to Phil Razor old.
I would. No,
old clips
seriously,
of
Phil.
Phil.
You
What did Trevor say?
Everybody tune into my ASMR channel. It's great. I'll put you to bed every night.
Phil, you got a great voice. You got a great voice, dude.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, we have fun over there. Everybody come check us out. If you like hockey, even if you don't, Beerly Hockey, we're here to help answer any questions. By all means, fire those away at us. We're happy to answer those. And if you don't really know what's going on, we only pretty much cover topical things because much like you guys, we try to cover the whole league, but there's so many fucking games every
Yeah.
night. If you have ESPN Plus, you get every out of market game on there. So depending on where you live, like for me, the only team I don't get is the Carolina Hurricanes because
Fucking Johnny Gaudreau, that bastard.
Watch, he won't score tonight just to spite you.
Fuck, that would be great. I would love that. I would kiss him.
That will happen. I don't get him because they're in Raleigh and they're close. I can watch any hockey game I want, though. I can watch the Kings play the Ducks at 10:30. Eastern time.
I just have a question for you, Phil. Do you like him that much in person versus like online?
What do you mean?
Like for me, I'm not a huge hockey fan, but I love watching in person. I can't watch online. Is that a big difference for you? Or not really?
Don't get me wrong. If a game is slow, like I'm everybody else, I'll be scrolling through Twitter and fucking around. But I mean, that's anybody watching any sporting event. Yeah, I like watching hockey on TV. I think hockey.
The only sport I can't stand to watch live or on TV, not can't stand. I should rephrase. The only sport that I don't like watching live or on TV is baseball.
Fuck you, Zach. Don't want to hear
live baseball is good.
Hold on.
Fucking boring, dude.
Live baseball is good.
I've fallen asleep in a baseball game before.
Baseball
that I was playing.
Baseball's designed for radio, boys. It wasn't designed for the media we have now.
True. That is true, Phil.
Number 2, hockey has the best drinking culture of any sport. I don't care what anybody says.
There's a fight at every
drinking
game.
culture is perfect. Everybody gets hammered. You will
There's
get
fights in the crowd.
Shout out to Beerly OB. Shout out to Beerly OB. Golf's got a pretty good drinking culture. Just
Phil,
like the
Phil, you don't have to keep selling me on this whole thing.
They
I'm not
dead
selling you.
fish
I'm
me over.
Facts. I'm giving you more
throw
facts
dead
as
fish
we
on
go
the
along.
ice.
Dead fish on ice? What?
I can't stand baseball, Super Jacks. I'm sorry.
Baseball,
I just can't do it.
I love baseball. MLB 2K is a great game.
I would rather watch and this is unironically, I would rather watch high school golf live.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Golf's one I can't do. I can't watch golf on TV.
Baseball is great. Yeah, don't.
So wait.
No, there's 2 hot posts to the Beerly out of bounds podcast, and I don't need to say that.
Beerly OB, baby. Beerly OB. Hey,
You guys don't even drink beer.
so real quick, golf is really good for the majors. The thing that makes golf poor to watch is, for some reason, it's just the old money and the old producers that have been producing for so long. They're catering to 65, 70, 75.
I have a chocolate muffin that's small.
Okay, great for you, Zach.
That's also racist.
The thing that makes it bad is, again, it's those old producers. If they were to liven things up like Live Golf is doing now, it's a lot better. If you watch
watching Livy Dunn there, Zane.
If you watch the Saudis, the terrorist channel, it's great. I mean, I love it. No, I'm just kidding. But
LeBron
is much better.
3 hours later, brother.
The broadcast is much better than that of typical PGA Tour events. Anyway.
Shut up. All right. Phil, where can you find your podcast again?
It's everywhere. You can find us on Spotify. Well, not Google Podcasts anymore. But yeah, Spotify, Apple, whatever. We're all over the place. I'm sure it's on 4,000 other smaller platforms. You prefer that, but who doesn't have Spotify? So find us there. Check us out. NHL trade deadline's coming up in 2 weeks. We'll have a bunch of shit going on. Follow me. I will be live tweeting through it. All the trades going down at PostgradPhil on Twitter. You can find me there. Follow along on Friday, March 8th. I'll let you know who's leaving, who's going where, and if your team gets better or worse. So if you're not a hockey fan, by all means, reach out to us, and we're happy to kind of go through it. And in the off season, we'd be happy to do like a hockey 101 because we'll be looking for content in July and August when it's really, really slow. So
I'm gonna be tuning in.
Did you guys record tonight?
I'm gonna be tuning in. You got another listen.
What's up?
We did. It was Aaron's flu game, not flu, but Aaron was he's very tired, had a very, very raspy voice tonight, even raspier than mine. So
yeah, you're wearing the same outfit.
Raspy razors here, live and well, but it was raspy Aaron Kinney tonight too. So
nice.
Well, I appreciate you guys having me on.
I'm just glad Zach decided to shave.
Anytime I can.
I shaved last week, dude. Calm down.
Thanks for coming on, Phil.
Carrie, it's your turn to shave next. You got to grow that.
My fiance says hi.
Bro, I can't grow it out
anymore. She's never said hi to you, but she says hi.
What?
My fiance says hi to Phil Razor.
Hi, Phil.
Your fiance, I said hello. I'm sure she's a lovely woman.
Is she invited to the wedding?
She is a very lovely woman.
Is she getting invited to the wedding?
Is my fiance getting invited to the wedding?
Yeah.
Dumb, Carrie, dude.
Yeah, she's invited. Yeah.
I
Hey,
mean,
before-
Phil.
Hey,
Phil,
before I leave, I've officiated a wedding, so let me know.
are you going to invite Phil to the wedding?
I
We're actually
officiated a wedding.
having her brother's gonna officiate. So
Why not
well, I'm
Phil?
glad you already got it sorted. I would have done it for a bottle of bourbon, though, just saying.
Well, yeah, let Phil do it.
Oh, he's throwing it in there. He's throwing
Imagine
it
the
in
best
there.
man crew of me, Zane, Trevor, me, and Phil. Like, who needs fucking Jared Roberts out there? Come on. Come on. Come on. You
I don't know
rather
who
I don't
Jared
know why you didn't have to go
Oh,
do that,
man.
man.
I don't know who
You
Jared
didn't have to
Robert
do
is. But this dude just
that. Man, we've
catches
been homies
strays
since
right
Small World in Auburn.
Jared,
Okay,
Jared was the fourth host of Beerly that never
Jared's a
was.
fat-ass
That's what
fuck.
That's what Jared was.
We'd rather have Phil Reyes than
Oh,
Jared
he
Roberts.
been a homie since Small World pre-K in Auburndale. I don't know
Well,
what
man,
we're
we
talking
trade
about right
his-
now.
Well, all right, I need to stop.
I just want to keep watching Carrie. This is fucking.
I'm a great time. All right, is Millie
Hey, we gotta make
Yeah,
that Carrie.
Millie goes for one?
Unfortunately, I can't even do another shot as you leave because my fiance just finished the last of the Absolute vodka. So
White woman,
I just
bro.
finished this
Nasty thing
beer.
to do, dude.
Is
That's
Millie
a
goes
nasty
for one?
shot.
This fucking
Millie
guy.
goes-
Take care, boys. Happy to hop on anytime, especially when it's an absolute gong show like this.
Great. All right.
We love doing gong shows, bro.
All right, I want this one. Super
Phil.
Jacks, you've been listening to us the last 2 weeks. You've been supporting us for a while. Super Jacks, let's see you on to end this episode.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, come on.
Wait, hold on. We got
You got a lot of
guess. We got
you got a lot
AK.
of good comments.
We got
Yeah.
AK already in here, so let's bring him on. How we doing, buddy?
Let's go, dude. Whoever you are, bro.
What's up, boys? Man, that
By
was
the way-
electric.
By the way,
Really
I
good?
know
I like it.
my English teacher and actually my and
Was it
Trevor's
terrorist?
English teacher, my and Trevor's English teacher from the 5th grade married a
No wonder
kicker
you don't
from
know
Appalachian
English.
State. So
Oh, yeah.
shout out to the Mountaineers in the background.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What's
Who
your
is it?
podcast? What's your podcast?
Somebody
dude?
right. Somebody right.
Yeah.
Are you
right.
a soccer
Who's the kicker?
podcast?
I can't remember her married name was right.
Are you a soccer podcast?
WRIGHT.
He held a record
I was
for a
gonna
little bit.
You're a soccer
Really?
podcast, right?
It was
Yeah.
probably
'Cause
like
one of
this.
No, this guy likes Nico Schlotterback. And fuck you,
Yeah.
you like
Shut
Nico
up.
Schlotterback. 'Cause fuck that asshole. Fuck him.
What's going
What
on?
a damn day.
So me and one of the other guys played football at App State. He was actually a kicker. That's why I was asking, and she's a school teacher.
Mhm.
But his name's
Oh.
Viteris.
Oh
last name
no,
is
yeah,
Viteris.
definitely not the same
I
guy.
was-
But
Oh, damn.
I was like, wait a minute here now. This is about to be the convergence of the century right here.
I mean,
yeah, that
you
would have
guys
been
are
wild. Still wild that you're one of your buddies is a Appalachian State kicker and one of our teachers married in Appalachian State. Still a wild connection. How are we
I
doing
didn't know-
tonight?
Dude, I'm good. I was sitting there, I was scrolling, and then I saw the feed, and I was like, let me tune into this thing. These guys are funny. And so I clicked on it, and then y'all were talking hockey, which I mean, I love hockey, but and I
That's
was like, I don't
upsetting,
know.
honestly.
I get in there and I love to like, you know, we support just watching shows and stuff, man. Like I hop in there and just try to get live in the chat. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
start
like
throwing out 90s and 2000s movie references, people
What do
I
you got
love
in
it,
your
dude.
back-
going.
What do you got in your background there?
My background?
Is it Mountaineers?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Appalachian
what-
State,
that's
buddy.
my
That's what we were
yeah,
just
there you
talking
go.
about.
Is that like what's that show with like that guy from The Thing?
That
Blue Mountain
guy-
State.
Oh, that
Carrie.
one?
Carrie.
Shit, yeah.
Carrie,
God,
I know for a
that
fact
guy from
I've had
The Thing,
more
guys. Ain't he that, bro?
Carrie, I know for a fact I've had more to drink. More
That
to
guy
drink
from
than
the
tonight,
thing.
and you
That's how
saying
took
like
you all
that
day
guy
long,
from that
bro.
thing is
I've
the
had like
wildest
12
thing
of
you
these.
could have ever said right there.
I've had like 12 of these, and I've still won like $300 in betting tonight.
Dude, the hockey bet was phenomenal. That was
I
phenomenal.
cook for no reason. It's not even real. How do I don't even watch hockey, and I get a 5 out of 5.
Oh my god,
Dude, puck around and find out. Let's go.
Exactly, dude. All right,
dude, that's the best thing I've ever heard. Puck
So-
around and find out.
who's
Hold
your
on, I
favorite
took
team,
my hat
AK?
off.
Are you an
Yeah,
Alvin
who's your
Kamara
favorite team?
boy?
I'm a 49ers fan, so it's been this beard is
Ooh.
still left over from the Super Bowl. So
Wow.
it's pathetic.
So what's your take on Brock Purdy?
Not as pathetic
Let's-
as when I try to grow a beard, but
Dude, so
So-
bad. My wife's like,
Are you-
shave that thing. It's disgusting.
Are
I'm
you
like,
Brock?
no, I'm still.
Are you Brock Purdy fanboy?
What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
take?
Yeah, I'm Brock hard, dude. I'm Brock hard all year. I have been.
I wonder if I
That's
could
a
get Ted to say that. I wonder if I could get Ted to say that on record, saying that he's Brock.
Ted would never say that.
I think he would. I think I could get him to do it.
So
How is
So
she supposed
give
to
us-
say it?
give us your reasoning, because I mean we're all torn here. Well, I'm the one that's torn. I really do like Brock Purdy. Carrie, where are you at?
He's a game manager. He's a very good game manager. That's about
Whoa.
all I'll say. He's a very good game manager.
AK,
That's about
lay
it.
it down for him.
Game
Hey,
manager.
Game manager. That's all I'll say.
You're talking about the dude who led the league in air yards per attempt or yards per
Look
completion?
at Jared Goff. He put him on offense. I don't know why I have a southern accent.
I don't know. Jared Goff, he did nothing on offense. I
Go,
swear to God.
look here.
I'm from New
Praise
Hampshire, brother.
Alabama,
I'm
roll
a full out
tide.
UT, brother. I know, that was fun. I like that.
My favorite player's led McConkey, Roll Tide.
That guy's the best quarterback since Joe Montana,
Yee yee.
linebacker or whatever the hell it was.
So
No,
lay it out for us. Lay it out for us. Brock Purdy argument. Come on.
So he was a 4-year starter at Iowa State. Now I watched him at
Shout
Iowa
out to the
State.
Cyclones. Shout out to the
Cyclones.
Wait, okay. I have a
basketball-
quick question.
Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on the song Cyclone from like 2007 or where that came out? You like the song or no? Cyclone, because you make me want to do it all.
Oh, that was the rap song. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking about.
that one.
Who was that?
No?
Was that Juvenile?
I think it was like it was
Chingy?
some baby bash. That's the song.
Was it?
Some
Damn, I got.
He's gone. He's gone. He
And
just
they're up to him.
died.
He got booted.
Barry
That was the
Dempsey
code
died
word.
just now. That's wild. Anyway,
Thank God, because I actually wanted to know AK's honest impression of like Brock Purdy, and then he takes it off into like
case for
Cyclone
Brock
shit,
Purdy.
you
Make
know,
the
like,
case for Brock Purdy, because I'm gonna let you know right, just up front. I'm a doubter. Okay, I'm a doubter. Okay, not that I don't think he's good, I just don't think he's great. Okay, so make the case for Brock Purdy.
I could see the not. I think he's great. And that's just because I've watched a lot of 49ers quarterbacks. And he's the only one that's actually brought us back from down more than 5 or 7 or whatever it is in the fourth quarter. And I'm not talking about, when you watch the Super Bowl, he was torching Steve Spagnuolo's zone coverage. I mean, torching it. He was like 12 for 13 in the first quarter. And then once they went to man coverage, you found out a lot about Brandon Ayuk and Debo and Kittle against man coverage, right?
Mhm.
They went man up and said, y'all better beat us off the line or else it's going to be ugly. And it sucked. They couldn't do shit. But the reason I think he's great is because of the way he processes information. I think his ability to make the right decisions at the right time. He does not freak out like Jimmy Garoppolo and turn into the dude outside the car dealership with his arms waving everywhere, looking like a complete buffoon. He is actually, he's only in his second year.
Hold on. Jimmy Garoppolo is downright attractive. So I don't
Well,
know if
I
you're
would agree with
comparing him to the giant inflatable guy is fair. He's hot, okay?
Jimmy
I
Under
think
pressure, he's not.
Listen, as a straight man, you can acknowledge that Jimmy Garoppolo is a super hot guy. Like, he could be a model if he wanted to, and he probably should be because he's not a good
I'd
quarterback.
kiss you right now if I could.
I totally
All right,
I totally
let's
agree
get
with
that guy out of here. Let's talk football.
So
But no,
keep going, AK. Keep going. Don't let Zach interrupt you.
I think
about Jimmy Garoppolo.
you know when I knew he was good is whenever it was the first preseason game he ever played in. He threw what looked like we used to call it China, where it was an out route and a corner route over top of it, right?
For sure.
And he threw a ball from the left hash all the way to the other sideline and layered it over the cornerback playing in front of it. And I was like, boys, that's a big league throw. You don't make that throw if you're a bum. You don't make that throw
Yeah.
if you're a scrub. Now, he still came off of UCL surgery. People forget he's not even a year off of UCL surgery.
Yeah.
So the arm talent is still coming back. I mean, we don't really know particularly what kind of arm he has as far as arm strength, but I think he is very good. Again, the reason I know he's a good processor is he was one of the best, if not the best quarterback against the blitz. He was phenomenal all year against the blitz.
Yes, 100% agree with you.
And this is for an offense that doesn't really allow, if you notice when you watch the 49ers, he doesn't make a lot of protection calls at the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
That's all predetermined, right? You'll never sell him. He might say can every now and then, but his pre-snap checks, they don't really make them. So everything he's doing is right after the ball's snapped.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so, and when you're in your second year and you're the best quarterback against the blitz, as far as I'm concerned, you're elite.
I think that was
I think we'd all agree.
Okay, so I have a question. Where do you have him like ranked as quarterbacks like in the NFL?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
I think Josh Allen is probably the most talented quarterback probably ever. That
Zach
dude's a
might
freak
kiss
show.
you right now.
Ah,
Stop
dude,
it. Just
I'm about
stop
to come
it.
to the
Just
screen and make out
stop
with you.
it.
I'm just gonna be honest.
Stop it.
Mahomes is probably. I think Mahomes is better. Can you imagine Josh Allen and Andy Reid's offense? Are you?
Oh my god, dude.
Come on, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna cry. Oh
out-
god. I'm
Bust
gonna
out
cry.
Stop it,
oil
AK.
You're gonna make
and
me
the
cry.
lavender. But can you imagine? I think not to say Pat Mahomes isn't a freak, but I think it's Pat Mahomes and Josh Allen 1 and 2. Joe
agree.
Burrow is cold as it gets. I mean, that dude's just stone cold killer. I like Joe Burrow.
Even after this year?
Do what?
Even after this year?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, he was hurt, so
He was.
Yeah.
He was coming off an injury and then he got injured as
He
soon as he
was.
started
I
to get
agree
back
with
to
that.
normal play.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. I agree with that.
So I think Joe Burrow is really good. I think I'm not as big on Lamar. I mean, I still think Lamar's a really good quarterback, but I'd put Brock Purdy in the top 10 without a doubt.
I mean,
Okay,
he's-
that's
he's-
fair. So I for the record, I do have him in my top 10. Which is why I think he's good.
I mean, he's still here.
The one hang up I have, and this is not entirely Brock Purdy's fault. Okay? This is not entirely Brock Purdy's fault. In fact, it's not at all his fault. He's drafted as Mr. Irrelevant. His team has a lot of cap space. Right now, I see the Avengers around him. Okay? So I don't know what he looks like without Brandon Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, that great defense headed by Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. You have Chase Young on the other side. Obviously, the secondary struggle with injuries and stuff like that. But I'm not sure what he looks like with a top-tier quarterback salary, considering what you'd have to get rid of to get that top-tier quarterback salary. Obviously, you have Christian McCaffrey in that offense as well.
That's a fair argument, but
It is, but then you have to look at what Juwan Jennings did in the Super Bowl.
No, I think
Right.
Juwan Jennings in the Super Bowl. I think that I'm going
That's
to
his
credit
fifth option.
Brock Purdy with his production in the Super Bowl. Although I'm gonna question Shanahan's calling to throw the ball so much to Deebo Samuel or
That's
try
fair.
and target him so much over Brandon
Yeah.
Ayuk.
Yeah, I agree
Yeah.
with that totally.
I agree with that.
Because I think Ayuk wasn't targeted almost at all until like the
Yeah.
fourth quarter and overtime, and it was
I
one of
agree.
the most confusing things ever.
Debo is not a man coverage route runner. Debo is get him the ball in space and let him break 3 or 4 tackles. But Ayuk's the man beater.
Yeah.
Oh, he
So,
is.
He's a
Just
route
so quick.
technician.
So quick off the break.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just so good.
I 100% agree.
But that's the thing. Like, he was throwing balls to Chris Conley, Ray McLeod, Juwan Jennings, all had pretty decent games. So he spread the ball around to 10 different receivers, right? I mean, that's
I just want to
Super
know,
Bowl.
he's been great through 2 years. What do you think his ceiling is? Obviously,
his-
2 years, he could get a lot better, but it's
What?
obviously a great team around him. But how high do you think he can get?
I mean, how much more high could he go though, based
That's
off the
true.
season he had? I think that's the real question. I mean, is he gonna be throwing for 5,000 yards a season? I don't know, but I could definitely see him throwing for over 40 and 30. 4,030 touchdowns.
Mhm.
And I mean,
Yeah.
how much more do you want, or could you get out of a quarterback that has Christian McCaffrey in the
Yeah.
backfield?
That's 100% fair.
Yes.
I mean the big hang up I've had on Brock Purdy, and it's again not his fault at all. It's NFL fans' fault.
Of
And
course.
it's because I feel the need to temper expectations is that they're saying like, oh, he's better than Allen's. He's better than Allen. He's better than Mahomes. He's better than all these other guys.
But I didn't
I
say
think
that.
he is firmly within the top 10.
But I didn't say that.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about NFL Twitter, okay? Which you're not a part of, so I understand that you're not there.
Listen.
I am a part of, and I see it a lot. He's better than Allen. He's better than Mahomes. He's better than all these guys that have had like a consecutive or multiple great years at the quarterback position. I think he's good, and I think he can be great, but I don't think he's quite there yet.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair.
I knew he could run, but when I saw him do that against Detroit, I was like, okay.
Yeah, he impressed me against Detroit. The one game I didn't love him in was the game against the Packers. I didn't love the way he played in that game.
Yeah.
Also the late second and most of the third quarter in the Super Bowl, I didn't love him in. And it was some of the things that I didn't like about him to begin with just started showing up. Now, granted, Chiefs defense, very good. Lions defense can be good at times.
Mhm.
But it was some of the things that's like, okay, well, sometimes he, on occasion, takes here's the thing. I don't like it when quarterbacks force the ball, but I want to see quarterbacks push the ball, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got you.
Like, if it's a too tight a window, don't force it. But I want to see you work the ball down the field a little bit. And I feel like in the Packers game, I didn't see that a ton. And in the Super Bowl, in the second and third quarter, I feel like, and this is mostly on Shanahan, to be fair. This
100%.
is mostly on Shanahan, to be fair. They wanted to make Brock Purdy the hero of the game instead of doing what was working for them early.
Yeah.
And that made Brock Purdy's both statistics fall and also made him look worse as a quarterback.
Yeah.
Because he was forced into throwing the ball 2 out of 3 downs on almost every single 3-down set.
Agreed.
Yeah. After the pick of Mahomes early in the third quarter, they threw it like 6 consecutive times.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing? Like, and the offensive line protection, that was bad too. But again, there's no communication really between center and, we had one of the guys on that played for Reed and Shanahan. He played football with us at App. And he was talking about the chess match between the two about, there's not much communication at the line of scrimmage between center and quarterback in San Francisco. It's all script.
Yeah.
And you could see it in the Super Bowl when Dre Greenlaw went out. Andy Reid was cooking. I mean, he was holding all those plays until the very end when he needed them the most.
Yep.
So, I
have a question for you as a San Francisco fan. Did you think that the refs were slightly unfair in their non-calling of holding in that second half?
I mean, there's a lot of things you could probably look at that was, yeah. I mean, there were some egregious that they missed, but I mean, all in all, I mean, it was the Niners had their opportunities. Right?
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Like
100% fair.
Even against all those whatevers, they still had a chance to score a touchdown in overtime.
Yeah.
And then why do you take the ball? I have no idea, but
and in the first half, like they could have been up like 2 scores in the first half. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they had their chances. I mean, when Dre Greenlaw got hurt, I was like, this is going to be tough.
Mhm.
I mean, gets hurt running onto the field, and I didn't see anybody yelling about grass versus artificial turf then,
Mhm.
right? Like, if that was a turf field, they'd be like, "Oh gosh, get rid of turf." But when he got hurt, I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" And then the ball hit off of what's his face's heel, and Ray McLeod didn't fall on it. I was like, "These are just two bad strokes of luck," and
Mhm.
that's not
Yeah,
what
I
you need in
mean,
the Super
sometimes
Bowl.
that's what it
Yeah.
comes down to.
Well,
I mean, when that Ray McLeod thing happened, immediately, so as a joke, I said Ray McLeod was going to be the Super Bowl MVP.
He was for the Chiefs.
I said as a joke that he was going to be the Super Bowl MVP, and then when that punt happened and it hit the guy's heel, and then he tried to dive on it and missed.
Yep.
Both Kerry and Trevor both messaged me privately and said, "What happened, Zach? I thought he was going to be the Super Bowl MVP." It's like it hit a guy's heel. What is he supposed to do? He's supposed to dive
Probably
on the
catch
ball.
it, maybe.
He
Yeah.
tried to pick it up. You know what the most egregious thing during that Super Bowl was? How big the damn logos were on the 35. I kept thinking they were at
Yeah.
midfield all
Oh,
game.
yeah. I agree with
I
you.
was like,
totally.
all right, we're driving. Wait a minute. Which logo? I don't know
So
where I'm
true.
at. This is
Oh,
freaking
so true.
Twilight Zone up in here. You
Yeah.
can't put logos that big at the 35
They
or
were
whatever
huge.
it was.
They were huge.
Get out of here.
We were looking at it and thought like, oh, they're at the 50. They're at the 45.
No,
No, they're the
they're in
freaking
their own
30.
zone.
Yeah.
Barely out of their own red zone.
Yeah. Come on.
Unbelievable. So,
Agreed.
in your face, Roger Goodell, smaller logos, please. Don't
Thank
confuse
you.
the viewers.
Yeah. You don't need big logos.
Shout out to Roger Goodell. Kerry has a famous shirt
I do.
that he loves on this podcast with
Oh, yeah,
Roger
oh, yeah.
Goodell with the clown nose on.
Except tonight, unfortunately.
No, he's
What's
got
with the banana?
He's got
Is this
the
the-
banana suit on.
is this
I
for
wear
this
the banana
season?
every season finale. You got to wear.
Okay,
Salad.
I like it.
Because he's sweet like a banana.
I am.
It sounds like you should wear it every time you place a hockey bet.
I might honestly. I've been cooking. I made like $100 lately. I don't know why.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say you trying to appeal to the public. Sorry, that was
Wow, that's a good one, honestly.
Appeal.
I didn't no.
That was a slow burn. That was a slow burn. It took a little while for me.
Tonight,
It took a little while for me. It was like a fuse, you know.
By the way, I have a question for you that's completely unrelated to the sport we're talking about.
sure.
Zane mentioned to me earlier today that it was insane to say that Liar Liar was a top 10 comedy movie of all time.
wow.
And I think that that's a wild opinion to have. I think top 10 is absolutely a top 10 comedy of all time.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
It was absolutely phenomenal. Who doesn't do the claw? Who doesn't do the claw still? Here comes the claw. Yeah. The claw.
The claw.
Yes.
The goddamn pen is blue.
Real quick, AK, what's your favorite comedy of all time, though? Like, if
I
we
can
had
tell
to,
you
if we had
mine
to just
right
say
off the
number
bat,
one,
but I want to hear his first.
Oh.
number one.
Ben Stiller as a comedic villain is probably the best.
Wow.
Dodgeball is one of the funniest
That's
things.
a
in
good
the
one.
Dodgeball's
I
a
agree with you. That's top
That's
10.
a
That's
good one.
100%. That's top 5,
is-
probably.
He is a comedic. That whole pocket of movies when it was Dodgeball, Wedding Crashers,
Meet the fuckers.
yes,
Those
like
are
that
good.
whole era right there was just spectacular.
Yeah. Well, Zach knows mine. Zach, can you guess mine?
I can't guess yours. Go ahead. and
Number
say it.
one? You can't? Oh, it's yours too, I bet. It's The Other Guys. It's the best.
Yeah, that's mine.
It's the best comedy
The
of all
Other
time.
Guys is my favorite comedy.
And
of all
again,
time.
I'm not
Yes.
saying that they're the best actors. I'm not even close to saying that. I think that Daddy's Home is one of the worst comedies of all time. But I
Facts.
do believe
Absolutely facts. I hate people that like
Tommy
that
Boy's
movie.
agreeing
I
with you on
hate
that,
people.
Zach.
I
Great
hate
movie.
people that like that movie because it's like, okay, you clearly have never seen The Other Guys, and if you had, you know how much better this shit could be because these two working together can be so good. And
Yes.
The Daddy's Home was not it. It was not
Daddy's
it.
Home was
It
awful.
was. They tried to be too Christmas movie ish.
Yeah, I agree.
Right.
with you.
It was. They wanted to be, family oriented, but the other guys. I sent a GIF about that the other day when I got somebody. It was the you weren't expecting it to go that way, were you? Nope. What is like? You dunk on
awesome.
I was
somebody.
flying and you were a tuna, I'd freaking eat you.
But
We
have
developed
freaking-
gills,
And then I'd bang your tuna girlfriend. Love
That's a
that.
good one. That's a good one.
That
That's
is the
probably my
best
favorite
comedy
of
of
all
all time.
Other than that, dude, I mean,
Superbad's good. Superbad's a good one.
Superbad's
Superbad's
really good
all
as
right.
well.
Yeah, I agree with
Like
that.
Superbad. Trying to think, I haven't watched movies in so long.
Superbad's good. Yeah.
I've been watching sports. We're fully into golf season now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who's
we-
your
we-
favorite golfer?
Mark Hubbard. We just had him on our show last week.
Awesome, dude.
Mark Hubbard.
Mark Hubbard. Okay.
We had him on the show last week. He was a riot, dude. He was a lot of fun to hang out with.
All
Yeah.
right.
Well, here's what happened. We did as a joke. We're like, we're going to try to get media passes to the Waste Management. And they actually responded to us. The PGA did, and we weren't expecting that. And that led into a whole nother series of events. But so just apply to get media passes. You never know what's going to happen.
I'll
But-
keep that in
Anything can
mind.
happen, man.
Keep that in mind.
Anything can
for sure.
happen.
Did you,
But-
so, what did you think of the? I mean, me and Zach talked about it on the show, Beerly OB. What did you think about the whole Waste Management situation this year?
I mean, they've been kind of asking for this for years now. Like it was
Agreed.
going to get to a point where it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I mean, from what he told us, he goes, it's really only the 3 holes that really get like out of control.
Mhm.
He goes, for the most part, everywhere else is cool.
Mhm.
But I mean, I love that tournament because the 16th hole is so legit.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of fun. You know, I don't know what to make of like how you wrangle that back in. I mean, it's basically, you know, they had to shut off like beer sales and ticket entries and, you know, but I mean, it becomes a destination thing, like a bucket list thing for like if we want to go do like a brother's day or a bachelor party, like that would be a really cool place to go do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So-
Me and Zach were talking about how like all you really needed to do, this is what you needed to do. Just have better security at the event. That's all. That's 100%. That's all you needed because apparently they had to shut off people coming in because there were people coming in who didn't have tickets or passes because they let them storm in. You know that whole thing.
Yeah.
They let
Yeah,
them
like a
storm
college
in.
football game.
Yeah. All you need is better security.
Mm-hmm.
You do that, it fixes half your problems.
You know, like you can't just have a rope between you and the golfers. Like you can't.
Yeah.
There's got to be barricades or somebody standing at the holes, kind of
Yes.
keeping people accountable. Like that was a big thing. Yeah,
Yeah. Especially
But
in
yeah.
an event like that.
100%. But Hubbard's probably my favorite golfer, dude. He's awesome. You remember the hole? There was a hole last year at a tournament he was playing. He holed out from the green side bunker on a par 3, and when he came out, he shot a middle finger to his caddy. And so we asked him. And so we came up with this. I saw it on Nuclear Golf. I commented #Hubbard, like BIRD instead of BARD. And we ended up interacting with him. And I said, I will make you a shirt right now. And he said, all right, get a mock-up together. And then we started conversating. And that's what eventually led to the interview is that we just kept going back and forth. And, you know,
That's awesome. That's sweet.
I got to show you the shirt that we made. It was
Please do.
It was
Please do.
pretty spectacular. And
Is it a
he
middle
was
finger?
he was awesome.
Zach, check
So-
this out. He's going to show us a.
If I can get there, we
there
go.
you
Hold on. So this is the shirt we made for him.
Let's see it. Hubbard.
Hubbard, there you go.
I love
That's-
it. Oh,
that's-
dude, that is so great.
In the
So-
middle, like you can't see it, but where he made the hole, that's the same scorecard. We just put a middle
Yeah.
finger instead of a 2.
Yeah. So, real quick, AK, what is your opinion? This is the other thing we covered on last week's show, or this week's show, and last week's show. What's your whole opinion on Sunday Red?
I don't know, man. It seems like a guy who had too much time on his hands to be like, how can I make this unique? And it's, you know, he came up with this weird design and then split the thing into 3 words. And then I guess all those have meaning. And I'm like, it's like when you're like in your house and you just had a surgery or something and you're like looking at your wall. It's like, you know what we should do? We should make that a board and batten wall. and then you go to start the board and bat wall, and it takes like 3 weekends to complete, and then you get it done.
Now I have a question for you. Since you said that, okay, we made on Beerly OB, we put 2 minutes on the clock. I came up with a logo design, and Zane did too. I have mine at the ready, so I'm going to show it. I want you to tell me what you think of this logo and if it would have been better than Sunday Red. Okay,
Please
do it.
There we go.
This is exciting.
That right there, striped.
Oh,
Instead of Sunday Red, striped with the tiger eye.
okay. I like that, and I like that. I like
That
the
was
font.
2 minutes on the clock. That took me literally 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the clock. I made that in 2 minutes.
Can you imagine?
then
Can you
there's
imagine
this
being?
one.
Can you imagine being in the boardroom and they're like, Tiger, what if we just split sun and day up? And everybody's like, my God, that's genius. Why didn't we think about?
Wait, hold on. Has anyone ever
Dude.
thought of this before?
Did you see the
And then
stupid?
someone's like, no one's ever thought of it. And then some guy in the corner is like, yeah, no one's ever thought of it because this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of in my entire life.
It's not always sunny, you idiots.
Yeah, well, the stupid thing is, did you read the statement? It's like there's powers in threes or some.
Yeah, there's
freaking
power in threes,
astrological
the
shit.
joy you get of play
So
being
make it
out
a
there.
damn
Powers in
triangle.
threes?
Make it a triangle, or
Yeah.
you know, put three threes back together. It looks like freaking Big Baller Brand. You didn't do
Yeah,
anything. You didn't
brother.
create it.
I will say Big Baller Brand's marketing was better, unironically.
So this is the
Incredible.
other one that we made. This is the
Yes,
one that I came up
one that
with in
Zane
5
made.
minutes.
There
This
you
is the
go.
one that I came up with in 5 minutes. It's got the S
Oh
with the
yeah.
tiger logo. That looks way better.
Just slap it on the right wherever you did below the buttons or whatever it was. Is
Yeah.
that an eye in the middle?
That's an
Yeah.
eye.
That's the eye of the tiger, isn't it?
That's the
Yeah.
eye of the tiger, baby.
Oh,
That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
Yeah, those are better than whatever they. I don't.
Oh, where'd he
what
go?
happened?
Maybe they
Where'd he
tried
go?
Sunday
Where'd he
Red
go?
and the domain was taken or something. You know what I mean? They're like,
I
shit,
wish
what if
that
we
would have
just-
happened.
if
Jesus
we just-
Christ.
I mean, here's the question: why didn't they just anything's worth a price? Why not just buy TW from?
Well, you want to hear the funniest? This is unironic. This is a serious thing that happened to me today. I go into work today, and I've got one of my bosses gave me a free TW collection shirt.
Yes, you're like, this is a
And
collector.
I was like, oh my god, I would actually wear this.
Yeah.
Versus the Sunday Red, I was like, I mentioned on the podcast, I will never wear that logo ever. I mean, it just looks terrible. It looks like Slazenger had a baby with Bonefish Grill. I don't know what to say.
Well, I just don't. So here's my deal with it too: is I just don't get, all those people that are saying like, "Here's my credit card," like I would again. I'm not gonna buy overpriced clothes with that logo on it. I'm just not.
It wasn't even what he was wearing wasn't even red. Like, if you're gonna go Sunday Red, doesn't it have to be all red?
Yeah,
This is
it would
the
have to be.
argument I made on the
was Zach's
podcast.
argument. That was
This
Zach's
is the
argument.
argument. Why it's call it Sunday Red? Like,
Yes.
like if you're gonna have like different colors of clothing, why call it Sunday Red? That doesn't make any sense at all.
It doesn't.
0 sense. Or at least what you do is come out with like different colors for each day of the tournament, like
Yeah.
Thursday
Yeah.
yellow. Just
Yeah.
split that
I mean,
into
I
3
would
letters
I
or
would
whatever.
almost be more okay with it if you called it Sunday. Like it'd be better
Yeah,
than
I
Sunday
agree with
Red.
that.
Because
Sunday.
it's like oh, Tiger's only been like his record on when he has the lead going into Sunday is like 730-1 or something like that. I don't know. I know that only like KJ Choi has beaten him when he's been in the lead on Sunday. But
Shout
It was
out.
white.
is there
White.
anything?
was white
We have
Saturday.
one more guest we're gonna have on before we close out the show. Is there anything you want to plug before we head out?
Oh, we talk pretty much sports satire, and we do DraftKings. Like, we build DraftKings lineups. We're not like experts in like research and that sort of thing. We kind of know what we've done. We've won a few showdowns. I won an NFL showdown this year, but it's basically the other side of DraftKings. Like, we're not sitting there telling you who to play. We're like, the event's over. We're the reception party after the event. You come and like and laugh with us. Like, why did this guy suck so bad? This was a horrible play, you idiot. Like, why did you do that? And we have guests on. Like, we've had a couple of pretty cool guests on the last few weeks.
Have one of these guys on.
Absolutely, we got to get one of you guys on.
Let's have somebody on because I'm about to throw up. So let's get it going.
Grow up.
Christ, Gary, come on,
Uh-oh.
man. You're number 5 and shot number
I haven't
7,
heard this
dude.
much in a long time.
Oh no, the banana suit's gone.
No,
Yes, it's gone. That's how bad it is. That's how you
Oh
know.
no.
He's
All
getting
right.
too hot.
They're
Well,
good.
if you
They're-
guys,
Thanks
if
for
anyone
coming on,
wants
Millie
to check
Goats,
out the Millie Goats podcast,
Yeah,
please
check-
do.
Check
He's
him
been
out.
a fantastic guest. He talked
Go
golf, he
Mountaineers.
talked football with us. Big
come
49ers
on.
fan, big App State fan. So
Yeah.
Yo, guys, you should have him on the golf podcast sometime.
I should. we
we
will.
might, dude. I'll
Yeah,
reach out to you.
absolutely.
Definitely.
Rock
Absolutely.
hard.
I'll reach
Never
out
forget.
to you.
Rock hard 2024.
Brock Hart
Check him
2024.
out.
All right.
Check him out, Brock,
Thanks
baby.
for coming on the Beerly Football Season 3 finale. We're going to
Thanks,
have one more guest come on, and it is
Trevor. Oh.
the man,
What's up, guys?
the drinker, JNL ST Unleashed. Lucas, how we doing tonight?
Pretty good yourselves.
He's unlatched. He's made
Dude,
it past
I'm
Trevor.
not
about to
lying.
pass
I
out.
am on beer number 5 and shot number 7. So
I'm about to puke, so
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm 5 in as well after the kids went to bed, so I'm feeling pretty good myself.
Oh,
yeah.
you're a Vikings fan.
Okay,
right,
so this
Lucas?
is Super Jacks. If you
I
guys pay
am.
attention to our live chat, this is Super Jacks. He's always super active in the chat, so give him some love if you can.
And you have a podcast, right, Super Jacks?
I do. My friend and I do JNL's Stadium Tour Unleashed, where we just go over the weekly games that went on, and that's about it so far.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like you're a Kirk Cousins fan. Though.
No, I am not. I never have been. I don't think I ever will be. But after watching the 4 quarterbacks that we've had the rest of the year, I'm starting to like them a little more. It was a little rough. But honestly, whoever you put under center and we have JJ out there, it makes it a little easier. So I'm not sure what we should do during the draft yet, but there's definitely a lot of stuff that we need to address for sure.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. What do you think, as a Vikings fan, what's your biggest priority this offseason?
Honestly, what we need to do is switch our defense back to our 4-3 that we used to have instead of this 3-4 that we're running, which is absolute nonsense in my opinion. I'm going to get really dark here. I have to go get my little puppy.
Okay.
But I think that's our biggest issue. We need to sign Hunter because when he's healthy, he's one of the best, I guess, outside linebacker defensive ends in the game.
Uh-huh.
Good.
He every time that he's healthy, he leads the league or really close to leading the league in sacks, pressures. But I guess the biggest thing is, in my opinion, we need to sign Reisner again to help with whatever quarterback we go with. It seems like. Oh, go ahead.
If you can't get Cousins, who would be your number one option after that quarterback wise?
I would have to say just go with someone in the draft if we could trade up, or get Penix or whatever you want to call his name.
Yes, obviously.
Penix fan. Come on now. It's the Penix
Come
fan.
on.
Because, in my opinion, with how non-good our offensive line is, we need someone to be able to move.
That's right.
and our running backs clearly can't do anything. Ty Chandler did pretty good when he actually got the reps, but for some odd reason, they don't want to do that very often.
Okay.
They think Madison is our guy, which makes no sense in my opinion. So you need a quarterback to move.
Okay.
Like Saquon, assuming that would work there. Also, this is witnessing history because in the 3 years of 100 whatever episodes of Beerly, I don't think we've ever made it to 2.5 hours into the podcast, and I'm about to throw up. So this is
10.
I can't believe you're about to throw up, Kerry. This is weak sauce.
I'm not gonna lie, I think this is the longest podcast I've ever watched. So
yeah, it's pretty long. I got to work in like 8
listen,
hours.
man. Listen. Hey, if we weren't doing podcasts this long, I mean, what's the benefit to watching us over like something like a Pat McAfee or something like that?
Trevor didn't even make it like 7 hours. So
I honestly rather listen to you guys because these bigger podcasts or bigger shows, ESPN, whatever, they just do stuff and say stuff for clicks, and they just go absolutely outrageous. At least you guys keep it in a spectrum. You know what I mean?
We try and keep it. We try and keep it real. You know, I mean, there are probably a handful of what I would consider star players that'll never come on our podcast because of things we said about them in the past. And you know what? It's just us being honest. And this is not me being like, oh, you know, we're the most honest name in sports or anything like that. It's just me being like, well, I mean, we just speak our mind.
We do.
Yeah,
we just
absolutely.
We just say it how we see it.
We may throw up on the podcast from now and then, but we speak our mind.
Well, I think that's the best way to do it. Honestly, you're not saying it just to be those guys. You know what I mean? You guys are actually honest with what you guys think, and I honestly think that goes a long ways. And you guys aren't just picking against each other just to fight to get those views, like a lot of people do as well.
Not to throw anybody under the bus or nothing, but there were talks early on, especially in the golf podcast, of like, you know, you should take this position, should take this position, and me and Zach got together and we were just like, no, we're just going to talk about what we think. Like, that's stupid. Yeah. That's what ESPN does. That's not what we're going to do.
I mean, the way we think about it is if two people have a disagreement, we can have like a debate episode. Where like me and Trevor disagree on the prospect of Justin Herbert being a great quarterback. Like, that's not hard to do because we disagree on the topic. But if like one person is arguing from a place they don't believe in, that's automatically going to be less entertaining. It's going to be less believable. It's going to be less authentic than what we do currently. And honestly, one of the draws that I think that this show provides is it's just a couple of guys talking football while drinking beer, which
is what I love.
Which is what honestly every group of guy friends does on the weekend while they're watching football. Yeah. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted this show to be the Beerly Football Podcast.
We're not always right.
We're drinking beer, we're talking ball, we're having a good time, and that's what I wanted this show to be, and that's what I wanted this network to be, and that's why it's grown into Beerly Hoops with Jonda over on the Beerly Hoops side, and obviously Beerly Hockey over on with Phil Razor and all them over there, and then Beerly OB with me and Zane. But I mean, one of the big things I wanted to do is just make it authentic, which I think a lot of sports media has lost over the years.
I agree 100%.
We're not going to be right. We're not going to be right most of the time, but we're going to give our authentic takes. I almost trash Mahomes for whatever it is. You know what? I might throw up tomorrow when we go to work tomorrow, but Zane, let's do one more shot. We have 2 hours.
One more shot. Here we go. I got it.
We are 2 hours.
I'll take a drink.
I got it for you.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Here we go. I got the lime ready. I got
it
ready for you,
I have been handed. So the last shot I'm going to do of the night, because we finished off the bottle of Absolute Vodka, which was the goal for tonight, because it's horrible.
You're here for the history.
But we're doing peach schnapps for the
Ooh.
last shot of the night.
We're 100%.
And I'm drinking a peach beer as a chaser, so it's really great. Even though
All
I don't
right.
really need a chaser
Right,
for schnapps.
here's
The schnapps is just delicious
shots.
anyway.
Ready, 3.
Shout out to
two,
wait 1 second,
one.
hold on. Lord's Peach Blossom Schnapps Liqueur.
We're 100 plus
3.
episodes in. We got to do it for the fans.
3, 2, 1.
Oh.
You know, we go a long way. We've offended a lot of people, but we're still here. We've been
No, guys.
we
Sorry about that.
we don't give in.
You're good.
We're here for the fans.
I'm here.
My
for
dog's
the
getting a little
beer.
crazy.
I'm here for the beer. There's a t-shirt for you. I'm here for the beer.
All right, well,
Zane, I'm so glad you said that
Well-
because that is the next Beerly merch of the year.
I just broke my
At
chair.
first, it
All
was
right.
the year of the beer. 2022 was the year of the beer.
All right, Luke.
2023, fear the beer. We're coming for you.
All right, Lucas.
2024, we're here for the beer.
Yeah.
All right, Lucas. We got a couple minutes left in our last season before we hit a bi-weekly. Is there anything else you want us to debate before we head out for the year? While you're here, anything you're dying to hear? Probably not. But
Carrie.
if there's anything.
I've been pretty much saying all my quotes through the podcast, I guess. So I just want to thank you for letting me in. I guess that's the biggest thing, and I love watching you guys and listening to you. That's what I do during my work week. So
We
Absolutely,
care.
man.
We-
And
you know
we
what,
really
let's hear it.
appreciate you tuning in every week. I mean, you've
Lucas,
been
we
a super active member of the chat.
It is.
So I really do want to thank you sincerely for doing that and
we
for
care
coming
about-
on.
Shut up. we care about our audience. We like to hear what our audience says. Let's before we wrap it up for tonight's episode, Lucas, what's your top 10 quarterbacks heading into next season? As we're 2.5 hours in,
so is everyone healthy or no?
everyone's
Yes.
healthy. Let's head into next year. Who you got top 10?
Mahomes number one. I honestly don't think that's arguable.
I agree.
I think it is arguable, but I'll let you continue.
He makes plays that no one can make in the NFL, and he does it.
But let's continue.
He's been in the league 6 years. He's made the conference championship for 6 years. How can you not say that's your number one? But so then I have Josh Allen, which you'll like,
You'll like
Okay,
that.
that's
Obviously.
fair.
and then I would have healthy Joe Burrow because
Okay.
what he did when he was healthy was absolutely ridiculous.
According to Zane, not, but sure. I like it.
Yeah, Zane
Well-
hates Joe Burrow.
Zane's a
I
golf
don't hate him.
podcaster.
I don't hate him.
He's not a
I
real
like
football-
Joe Burrow. I
He's
want
not a real football podcast. He's a golf.
I don't like Joe
Yeah,
Burrow. So.
he's a golf podcast guy. I mean,
Oh,
he
I don't
watches
like
like one NFL game a season, so like you can't really take his opinion too
Yeah,
seriously.
That's all I watch during the football season.
Lucas.
Well, you guys are going to hate this from what I understand through watching your podcast, listening to it, but I have Dak as number 4.
I
Wow,
do hate
Tre-
that.
no, Trevor
You're
might love you
100%
for that.
correct.
I'm the
Trevor,
one
you were
that's
100%
mine.
correct in assuming that I would hate that, but go
Tre-
ahead, continue.
Trevor-
Well, with what he has, he literally has one wide receiver, which is CD Lamb. He has no running back. And I know you guys don't like stats. I know you don't like stats, but look what he did.
I just prefer watching football as opposed to stat sheets.
No, yeah, I get it. But then, so if you watch Purdy, he does the checkdowns. He hits people in the middle. He makes the right decisions. You know, there's so much to go off at. Number 5. Honestly, off of his rookie season, I have Stroud.
Okay.
I like it.
Just because he had rookies all over the place, and he was able to bring a no-name team to the playoffs, win a playoff game. And we're talking about healthy now. We're not talking about
Yeah.
who I like, who I don't like, because I have Joe Burrow as number 3, and I can't stand the guy. So,
I like it.
I appreciate that.
so this is just what I think off of what I've seen, and after doing my podcast myself, for the 1 year that this is my first year, I actually have to watch more than just my team. So
Yeah.
it makes it a little easier to actually watch and see what's going on. So now I'm what, number 5?
Yeah.
No, 6.
6.
5 was Stroud.
Yes.
I'd have to say, oh man,
Do you see
those
Gary
are what? Oh, him?
jogging?
He's wild right
geez.
now. This guy down here is wild.
That's why you work corporate America. You just
I
I'm
would.
off tomorrow, so I'm good.
I'm not.
I gotta
88.
go.
Wait,
I
so
gotta go
six.
to.
6 is who?
The only thing I gotta do tomorrow is a dentist appointment.
You know what's the funniest part of this podcast? Like Trevor has not had a job in years, but he's the one that like left early.
Yeah.
Years
number
is a
6.
little bit over the top, but yeah.
That man is a drug dealer.
Well, don't out him. Out him on the podcast.
He
why
has
don't you?
before.
Oh man,
What a narc.
that's rough.
What a narc.
I mean, you could
So,
tell the
who's
fact that he
number
was
6?
covering his
Who's
face
number
up.
6, Lucas?
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. There's everything's so tight after that 1 and 2.
Agreed.
Like I think those two are easily the number 1 and 2 in the league, and I don't think
mean,
it's
that's
close
completely
between
fair.
them.
Agreed.
I'd probably have to go Lamar after that, just because he's so versatile.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then probably Stafford.
Agreed.
Okay.
He's a gunslinger. He makes every team good. When he was with the Lions, he really didn't have anyone other than Kelvin Johnson, which clearly makes everyone good. The guy was a stud.
Yeah. 100%.
What am I at now?
You're at
Like
like 8.
I think you're at 7.
Oh,
somewhere
I thought
around
he was at 8.
So he went Lamar. He went Stroud at
6.
5. Lamar
Stroud.
at 6.
Yeah.
Stafford.
Stafford.
At 7?
So
Oh,
it'd
he's
be
at 8.
8.
Honestly, I'd have to go Lawrence, then
Yeah,
Herbert.
Okay.
Wow, Trevor is be upset.
Well, the thing with Trevor Lawrence, he had so many injuries this year around him. He was injured, and he was still able to play well.
You
He
know
had
what?
a really bad
You know what? I
line.
love you. I love you. That's
Well,
all I'm gonna
he hates
say.
you.
I don't have Lawrence in my top 10, and I'm
Wow, that is.
But
and I love
yeah,
Trevor Lawrence. I don't
know.
have Lawrence in my top 10.
I know how. I don't know.
I really.
Now, granted,
This
you're
is the man that
100%
said
correct.
Taylor Heineke.
He had
and
injuries
Sam
around
Howell
him.
fucking
His
quarterback.
offensive line ranked 33rd, or not 33rd,
Well, yeah.
31st in the league in pass rush win rate. So like,
No, that's what I
tough
mean,
to
like-
determine like how good he could have been because
Oh,
his
absolutely.
offensive line was terrible. His
Yeah.
run block win rate was I think 30th, which I think gave him overall offensive line 30th or 31st in the league. So it's
You have
tough
a
to
lot of
determine how
injuries.
good he could have been with a running back like ETN.
Well, he got
and the
hurt.
weapons he had.
Yeah.
Considering Calvin Ridley couldn't catch a touchdown pass if it fucking fell in his fucking lap. But
That's what I mean. That's why if everyone's healthy at the start of the season, that's what we're going off of, right? We're not going off of someone was injured. We're not going off of this guy's injured or anything like
I
that.
have, if
Yeah.
I'm going to
Just
be
send
100%
us
honest,
80
I have
numbers.
Lawrence at 12. But I have,
He's
he's
shut up.
right
He's
there.
in the
So
future.
it's pretty close.
Yeah, we'll be doing this in the future. I don't think anybody's here at 2 hours and 45 minutes in, but we'll be doing top 10 quarterbacks all time. We'll be doing top 10 quarterbacks this year, and I think we'll be hitting a bi-weekly. But next episode we'll be doing top 20 players in the NFL. If you're still here,
Sounds good. Oh, I'll be here.
oh, we will. Yeah, thanks for coming up, Zuka. Lucas, what's your podcast again? If anybody's still here,
Yeah, I'm on
still
a follow.
sober at 12 p.m., 12 a.m. or whatever it is.
What's the podcast name, Lucas?
Yeah,
It is called JNL Stadium Tour Unleashed. We're on Apple, Spotify, not Google anymore. The other small ones that you want to count, I guess. I don't know what else there is out there right now. I've had a few too many.
JNL Unleashed.
Well, thanks for coming on, bro.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys.
We appreciate you.
Absolutely, man.
We appreciate you commenting and everything. Come along with the podcast. And wish you the best, bro.
You guys too.
Absolutely.
All right, man. Thanks for coming on. Well, hope to get you back on real soon.
Yeah, anytime. Let me know.
Just sent you a follow, buddy. Just sent you a follow.
Thank you.
Even though he's not a Beerly football host, he's some guy.
Beerly OB. I'm a Beerly host.
If you like golf,
Not a
I'm
Beerly
not
football
some
host,
guy.
so that makes him a
Some
little
I love playing golf. Does that count?
if you like golf, go ahead. Follow him.
Yeah, I do. I do.
There you
I
go.
don't follow it a lot, but I like playing it.
He's got some bad football takes, but he knows golf.
No. Is there really any basketball anymore, though?
facts.
Now, we do have a
honestly
Beerly
the
Hoops.
most true statement you've said so far.
We have Beerly Hoops podcast. It's not very good, and they don't do it very often, but it does exist. It does
Well, there's really no basketball.
Trevor still hosting that?
Beerly football, Beerly BOB, whatever their podcast is. Beerly Hoops are probably most active.
And
So, Zane, what's yours?
Oh, hold on. Billy Hockey is more active.
Beerly
than
out of
Beerly
bounds.
Hoops.
Golf
Beerly
Maybe
podcast.
out of bounds.
Beerly out of bounds. Yeah, Beerly OB.
Billy OB.
Check them out.
I'll make sure I follow that as well.
Sounds good,
Alrighty.
Lucas.
Thanks for
Thank you,
coming on,
Lucas.
Lucas.
You guys have a good one.
Yes,
too.
sir. You too.
Dude, I will say I love drinking with y'all. I miss that so much.
It's a fun time. Get ready for the bachelor party that Trevor should be planning. Should be.
He's not gonna plan it. Doesn't get real. He ain't planning that.
Dude, he made a group chat and he added me instead of Zane. It's
Zach?
kinda wild.
Hey, this
So,
is Zach. This is 2 hours and 45 minutes in, so nobody's gonna be listening. But thank God you added Jared because Jared might actually plan it.
Facts.
Like, yeah,
I didn't make that group chat. Trevor did.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
He's-
fair.
I
Fair.
almost got arrested with him the last time I hung out with him. So
Wait, what? You almost got arrested with Jared?
no, with Trevor.
Oh, with Trevor. How
'Cause
did you almost get arrested? I need to hear this story.
Well, he
This is
decided to
story
go
time.
pick up an insane amount of marijuana, which is not legal. Yeah, I'll go beyond.
Please tell the story. Tell the story on air. Please.
No,
Trevor's-
we'll
no,
talk
Trevor's-
about it off air. And
Trevor's
if
a
you want
pothead,
to
and he
hear
wants to
that,
pick a
then
weed.
you can
It's not that hard.
become a member on the channel. All right.
But yeah, we'll be hitting. If I feel like there's probably 4 people listening to us. Zach, I think we'll be hitting a bi-weekly now. We'll do in top 20. Zane, maybe we'll have you on probably against pretty soon.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm so drunk.
Yeah, we'll do one last shot. I'll do one last shot for the 4 people listening. 2
I'm not
hours.
gonna
and
do another
47
shot.
minutes. Zach, please. I have to work in 8 hours.
All right. If you want any Beerly football merch, you can check it out on the website.
We team. We team?
Here it is right there. And I'm signing off for now.